Hello, friends, and welcome to World of Quest. We're back from the holidays. I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas and a happy New Year. If I sound a little bit weird, I apologize. I got super sick over the holidays, so I likely won't be quite as animated today. But the only thing that I have to mention, I know he said it before he left, but Gurgle will not be here today. He is visiting family down in Cedar City, so we will have no Gurgle today. But other than that, same as usual. So assuming that no one else had anything they wanted to say, last time, Cubix Ascenders had continued to be a little bit disconnected, we'll say, on making a decision for where you needed to go. However, before actually deciding on exactly what your next step is going to be, whether or not it is the commitment to Baklaval, Lone Peak, or whatever option you may decide to take, you were set to meet with the king. You guys met with His Majesty, who brought who you were later able to determine fairly quickly, a rogue mind flayer to the negotiation as well. To set about the agreement, the contract that you guys were looking to undertake with the Mind Flayers to both gain their assistance while still limiting, but also slightly expanding upon their current rule set that they have established with Drumas. As the negotiations continued, and Zephyr elected to summon one of 5 separate devils, Gurgle started to get, we'll say, tells from his weapon. He started to hear the voice seemingly laugh at this devil, and then mimicking the sound that kind of came to his head from the weapon, he activated his spear and sent you guys into what appeared to be a frozen pocket dimension with a large armored golem. Effectively, you assume to be a demon or devil, as well as he referred to throughout this conversation both the demon you had summoned, the devil you had summoned, as well as even referred to as Modius as family. So his exact origins and we'll say allegiances not fully determined as of yet. However, he definitely both has a sense of power and ancientness. I actually don't know what the word for that would be. It's clear that he is old. He spoke to you a little bit more about how himself and beings that he referred to as the Keepers worked together to set up the current Wars of Ascension, utilizing powers of ages past to, again, facilitate and set it up, and expressed some, we'll say, discontent with it. He believes at this point that it may need to be restructured, reorganized, whether it's to be completely thrown out or to simply be, again, restructured. Debatable. With that said, he offered some insight, some information on mainly the Keepers, that is where most of the conversation around him ended up progressing towards. He also let you know that as Modius has been interacting with you guys frequently in many different forms, including the confirmation that he was the one who indoctrinated you into the games, which really is only for Tiku and Razu at this point. But you got confirmation that Ralamon was Asmodeus himself. With that, though, Kane was sent back. Or no, you never actually came in.
I never went.
Kane was able to resist it, so you would have spent the time in the throne room, which again was multiple hours, as it seemed that the pocket dimension, whatever this spot was, seemed like it was almost a frozen instant that time slowly progressed with a little bit of control from whatever that denizen, that entity that ran that domain.
Suffice it to say, me and Omerton got a little closer.
Yes. So you were discussing with Omerton.
And then when everyone else showed back up.
And then Dalaran, I believe... No, I'm testing my own memory. I believe Dalaran and the King and the Mind Flayer and Gale all actually came back fairly close together, and then the rest of the party would come back about several hours afterwards. So where we're going to start, I'm just going to ask one more time real quick. Did you...
Apparently.
You don't get a
Why is this over me?
I don't know why it's over real. I'm not gonna
Listen, he's more important. Hey, look, you can see it, Jasmine. There it is. That's kind of cool. Okay, so where we're going to start is, first I wanted to ask, is there any, because again, you had the multiple hours, is there anything that you wish to discuss with Omerton while the king was gone?
Yes.
Or when the king and the mind flayers and everyone return, you would have an opportunity to engage with them, ask some questions, or if you want. So, you have something? That's where we're going to start.
All right. I would like to, probably after about like 20-ish minutes of them being gone, I would basically just, so they're not coming back anytime soon. Along the lines of Drumus being an ally, I don't concur in that regard, but are there any other champions that you would think could be swayed? Assuming Drumus doesn't work out.
I believe there are multiple champions that want to be more than they are. I think that if you are able to play on that, you could likely convince a good majority of them. Maybe not a good majority, but a good portion of them would be more accurate to say. With that said, those who'd be sympathetic to your plight is the biggest concern I would have in your shoes is when your objective is portrayed to them, how will they react? Is it immediately hostile, or are you prepared to deal with that, or is it open-minded? From what I understand, Orlada, Mistress Champion, she is extremely, we'll say, discontent with mortal limits. Perhaps that's something that you could take advantage of. Apart from that, Wazareen is based on wealth entirely. If there was to say someone can be bought, that is someone who could be. But I will say, Wazareen's champion would likely not come cheap. The reward would have to be great. And I know recently, we look to the chair where Clay would have been. However, Clay, being in the other dimension, looks to the chair and he says, recently their hunt for, or well, better to say, their desire, the words have been exchanged, and they're searching for not a titanium heart, as Theric has been able to achieve, but something similar, a dragonstone heart. I know you've interacted with the metal a bit yourself. They're searching for something like that, just to give you an idea of what they might be interested in.
That is possible to offer, but that is quite the prize.
His eyes would widen as soon as you say it's possible, and he's like, and again, you look at the table to where everyone normally would be, and he says,
our war is against gods. We had better have a few things in our pocket.
I was just reveling in the privileges that come with power. He kind of like looks at his own hand, clearly with almost like discontent for how physically weak he perceives himself.
Not to put an idea where it is not warranted, but Razu did say the Bloodhunter serum was compatible with family members, and Dalaran already succeeding.
I've already considered it. The only problem I have as of right now is that His Majesty has forbidden any of the other members of the royal family from partaking. That said, I was hoping...
thought you were not on the same side as your father at this point.
There's considerations, for sure. But I cannot be outright seen opposing the king, and that order has been made public. I would have to get him to rescind it to not lose favor with the nobles of the court.
Well, purely out of scientific advancement, I don't know if that's the exact word, but however you say that, would it be possible if I could see this ritual take place if you ever decide?
Right, certainly. Razu would likely have to be the one to actually administer it, so I imagine you'd be close. Do you know what magic they cast, by the way?
What Gurgle did? I've felt it before, but it's unique. It's a version of plane shift. I don't know where they are, but as my understanding, it is not a permanent connection. I have a unique connection to the lands between. They will be back soon. Well, not soon, but relatively.
That's good, because the reason I ask, and he would kind of gesture to the wall. Excuse me, just to the walls of the palace throne room, and you would notice
dozen guards are.
No, if you recall, there's no guards in here. It is only the king, the mind flayer. All the guards were left out front.
Yeah, because
to the point
in here.
I could have sworn. Oh yeah, you said that.
They accompanied you.
Yeah,
You've got a whole garrison, effectively, that are at the entrance to the throne room, but none of them were actually allowed inside. But no, what he's pointing out, and this is actually the first time that you notice it. There is a like visible, thin, almost membrane of arcane energy that is coating the entirety of the throne room. This is normally plane shift breaks magic, but it seems it's still in place. I doubt we could leave even if we wanted to. That's why I was asking. For now, he would continue. He'd pull out a few more papers and continue to work.
Do I know what that is? I assume it's some sort of barrier, but
You are confident it's some kind of a magic. I'll let you can attempt to go discern it.
I will try. And stand up from the table and go and take a closer look. I assume Arcana check? Mm-hmm. 32? 33? I roll really high, okay?
It's just wild how high they are. This is a layering of spells, effectively created as the first one is a massive force cage. Something that you're immediately confident in. There's a catalyst for the force cage that is not a person. There's an item somewhere in this room that is facilitating the force cage, and that is what is allowing the force cage to be larger.
Out of pure curiosity, do I know the DC to teleport out of this force cage, just so I can know what this demon did?
It's like, sure, you know everything, my dude.
It's just a question. I know it has a DC, and it's normally the caster's DC, but he just said it's linked to an item.
You cannot know it without. If you identified it, I would let you know it. However, without
Fair
identifying,
enough.
you could attempt to.
I don't have identify.
No, you could attempt to teleport out.
Oh, let's see if I can pass.
We're talking DC
That said,
5.
it is a layered spell. There is also a silence spell that is so it's there's effectively a force cage spell with a silence spell. What is this spell called again? Sorry, one more time. I know what this is. What it does. I need to figure out what it is.
You might be able to explain it, and then we can say it.
I mean, it's effectively repel. It's a wall that repels when you touch it.
The wall itself
Anti-life
repels,
bubble?
Or you were repelled from
Anti-force bubble?
Give me a second. I'm just getting the spell name.
You are repelled from the wall, notice.
Because that would be kind of cool. When you touch it, the wall goes kaboom.
There we go. Okay, it's called repelling blast. You yourself are you're no longer Sotheran. Never mind. Not finishing that.
See.
This is we'll say this is a unique type of magic that you would know. You would be incapable of learning. In fact, clerics in most classes, apart from warlocks and wizards, cannot learn this particular magic. But there's a repelling blast built in, and then another force gauge, almost protecting the two spells in the middle, making it impossible to dispel them without first taking down the force gauge.
Are these spells interweaved at all, or is it just sandwiched on top of each other?
The ones in the middle are the silence and the repelling blast are effectively woven together to create a single spell. The two force cages are individual spells on the outside. This is just to say you are very boxed in with high-level magic that is encompassing a larger area than normal, which again, your best assertion based on that would be that there's some kind of catalyst, likely even a couple. within the throne room, actually facilitating this magic.
After, I assume, like 10-ish minutes pass of me observing the magic, I would come and sit down. Well, it is bypassable, but that is quite the feat of engineering, to say the least.
Omerton would kind of shake his head, and again, you've seen, you guys, the group has actually seen this a lot, especially recently, of Omerton being very discontent with the fact that he feels like he himself doesn't have that much control over it. As you say that, he says, well, it's capable for some. Anyways.
I can't help but notice the look that crosses your face every time I speak of it. The reason why I say that is there's a facet of myself that I can't improve upon without practice, and it requires... There's no way to say this without sounding insane or Razu-like. It requires a living host. Someone with potential. To explain this in layman's terms, I can give magic to an extent. I've not done it yet.
What is the source?
Items.
Can you take it from people?
I've not tried it yet, but I believe so, yes. I could take it from something and give it to another, no matter the source. The reason I bring this up is similar to the Bloodhunter serum. I need someone to practice on. I believe my skill is high enough, but there is no way to know for certain until I do it at least once. I have no guarantee of safety or anything. But you're the first person I've thought to ask.
To circumnavigate Father's ruling as well. I can certainly say I'm not turned off to the idea. Especially if you can take it from someone.
Who do you have in mind if you would indulge my curiosity?
What's your passive insight?
20?
You would, for one of the first times since you've met Omerton, you would almost catch a king's greed. Overall, he's been a very, we'll say, selfless person. This is the first time you see, like, again, a king's greed is my best way to describe it. He says, I mean, depending on how successful and hard, no, you look for allies, and I now know that we need power. And Drumus hasn't done too well at protecting the city.
Why start small when you can go for the biggest fish in the pond, right?
I mean, if it's going to be successful.
I will say the more powerful, the more difficult, but I do like your mindset.
We'll definitely have to explore this small.
He
And
will
yes,
also
we can start small. I'm
have to
simply
be
thinking,
unconscious. I would not tempt it while he was at all capable of fighting back.
unfortunately, that I would have to leave to you. Anything else you want to ask him? Talk to him about?
I guess. So now that you've had time to think on it, the book you gave Zephyr, any more thoughts come to mind?
It's dangerous. I know that whatever had come over my mind, my drive to kill Dalaran that I had in that moment, the danger that surrounded him, that wasn't from my own knowledge. It gave it to me. That book is alive. It speaks.
I guess it's not the first voice he has in his head.
I would not let that voice in your head. It whispers of... He actually makes me make a history check. God damn! Dude, Armerton's just better. If the dice have anything to say about it, Armerton is just better than Dalaran. He's just built different.
It's better to be lucky than good.
True. Like Dalaran tries his best and just rolls 2s and 3s. He's got a +3, but he rolls 19s. It whispered to me of the cold one.
The cold one?
Your confusion echoes my own. There's a...
It's not talking about the ice primordial, is it?
No. It's a... Whatever it is, I know that the book, the artifact, or perhaps the entity behind the artifact, it fears the magic that you wield.
The magic I wield, or the magic we wield?
In this case, I believe I've only really seen you utilize it, but I know that the person most renowned for it in the world today would be Mr. Hammerstone, Theric Hammerstone.
Rune weaving?
Yes. Whatever that book is, the magic that facilitates whatever that, I guess, school or craft is, it fears it. It is almost as if it is an opposing, not necessarily like a creature would be opposing, but perhaps
An
incompatible style of magic.
I will say that rune weaving has not always been as scattered as it is now, as rare. Back before the current pantheon, it was commonplace. So perhaps this book was made back then with it.
There's like a moment of how the hell would you know that before he immediately just writes it off and just kind of accepts it. I cannot speak to that. The last thing I can speak to is this cold one is looking for a suitable host. Currently it has a few different options that it was looking for. Dalaran was one. In the little bit of composure that I had, that is why I made the decision in the moment that Dalaran was best to be eliminated.
I know my ability to know demons is very low based upon what I rolled last time, but have I heard of any ice demons or something like that?
I mean, heard of ice demons? Yes.
Okay.
Notably, like, named ones, the things that would be really important? No. But to continue just a little bit more, which is, for what it's worth, there were two names that it told me, more accurate that you could say it notified me of. It didn't give me a foreign person. It more so let me know of those that I know who'd be the most suitable. The first was Dalaran, but it wasn't his that's not who it prefers.
That was the runner-up.
Dalaran was the runner-up from the people I know. The first place one was, I mean, I don't know her that well, but I know your group specifically has interacted with...
Is this Talia?
Yes, Serval's daughter. It yearns for her like someone dehydrated in a desert lost for a week. When I say Dalaran was the runner-up, he was but a shadow cast by the desire that book has for her.
Could that have influenced his decision?
I don't know what you're talking about. However, I can tell you that book is dangerous, and while I think that your care is better than mine, I can say with confidence I don't recommend reading it.
That's good to know. Thank you.
So, about that time, that's when the king and everyone would come back. So unless you have something you want to talk to the king, now we would skip forward to the point that everyone would return back to the throne room.
No, unless he has something to ask me, I think I'm good.
Yeah. He would continue to make small talk with you. He'd also be kind of finishing up some of the paperwork. He brought it to be signed by the king, so he would just be going through double-checking things.
I would hand them Cytheron's resignation from the Cubix Ascenders that I still have.
Okay. He would...
Since he's already doing the paperwork, might as well.
Yeah. As the Cubix Ascenders, I think this was technically before stream, but your guys' official sponsor as a party actually is Omerton, specifically. He would be the one to actually be able to ratify it in terms of legal documentation. In fact... Going even further, he would also draft up documents to be sent to Zinderhold, because Cytheron would not have been removed from the Zinderhold roster as well. As soon as you guys,
No, we did.
when he accepted the challenge from, in the throne room from the Goliath who died, Cytheron was part of the group then.
Correct, but when we actually fought, we removed Cytheron.
You didn't put him on the battle roster. You didn't remove him from your party in Zinderhold.
Could have sworn we did. Fair enough.
Whatever the case is, the
he's
point
gone.
here is he makes sure to facilitate all documentation needed to ensure that Cytheron is removed and disassociated from the Cubix Ascenders in all legal capacity.
I guess that's one thing. I would just ask for Tiku's armor, as assuming it's here, as I assume it is. The armor they were making for Tiku.
I mean, technically, he doesn't know it's there. However, when the king comes back, he knows
That's
what it
what
is.
Yeah.
So when the king comes back before everyone else arrives, he. No, I was debating whether or not I'd actually want to play it out. Just to get everyone in, though, we'll summarize it. He would actually ask the rogue mind flayer. So as soon as you request the armor, effectively he would acknowledge it. And do you speak deep speech?
No.
Would discuss with the mind flayer in deep speech for a moment, because that actually would have acted out. But
I hear it from the shadows.
you're in a literal another dimension.
I'm in the shadows. I'm in the walls.
Does Malrith speak deep speech? I don't think so. But
There's
it's
no
possible.
way. There's no way. He would discuss something with the mind flayer for a moment before bringing out a what I can only describe as creepy set of armor. The armor looks almost to be of a almost see-through mithril-like substance, but is like going up and touching it. The surface of it is a very, very light gel. It has that the same kind of like the almost black and purple coloring that spreads through it, but it's almost like a see-through exoskeleton. With where your skin would be being replaced with this gel-like substance, and then what would typically be the connector points or the veins of the material that actually make it up. That would be the actual titanium colors, with the purple or going to black. It is pure in some points. With that, this is where we're gonna cut to where everyone actually returns. The king, first off, to you, Tiku, would present you with this again, kind of membrane-like armor, seeming again. I don't know if Tiku would. You can tell me, but for most people, this would seem like this would almost look like an organism that you'd think would get attached to you and it'd be like a parasite. With that.
Is it alive?
Of course it is. All of our creations are alive in some way.
Zephyr?
Oh, yeah. Okay. I cast Identify on it.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Okay. Simple enough to do. This is not an actual set of armor. Much like what you've done with. Do you remember? If you guys remember my critical gems, this is something that you infuse armor with. This will basically you put this onto the armor of your choice, and it would fuse with the armor, turning it into a plus two adamantine armor at its base. And then in addition to that, as Zephyr has used Identify on it. It also has the ability, once per long rest, to sacrifice the +2, on a short rest, not per long rest. On a short rest, you can sacrifice the +2 armor and turn it into a +2 to attack. So it can be used. I guess it could,
So is it
multiple uses
So
It
is
could be
it
turned, like, is that, like, until the... is that
until
for, like, a
switched
minute?
back. It's on a short rest. You can swap it.
Oh, so it's
So-
like either
so it's a
attack
hit and
or
damage, I'm
defense.
assuming?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
so
a plus
so she can sack the +2 to defense to add +2 to attacking.
turn her
Okay.
weapon into an additional +2?
So just trying to think about this. How does that play out? Is it like? Does it just like
It probably,
like it's like extra
grabs-
muscles almost like?
Or, like, grabs their feet.
Or it's like titanium where it actually like
How do you want it to work,
causes
Tiku?
it to, like, exit.
It's gonna fuse with your armor. Do you want it to fuse with your bib? Do you want it to fuse with actual armor that you have on?
It confused with
While you're thinking about that,
My plate armor.
So
That's fine.
It's something that infuses with your armor. So if they made this for like a monk or a barbarian,
you can use it on. It would not overwrite, so you could use it in an unarmored class, and it would effectively.
but it would infuse into them.
It would become like an
part of their
exoskeleton. It would effectively think so. For example, let's say you had like a shirtless barbarian. It would effectively just encase like the vein network going up him, and it would almost make your veins black and brown.
body. Damn. Okay. What about a pantless barbarian?
You wanted it on your plate mail?
Hiram. You know what's great about you describing it that way? My other character that I'm looking at using later, I literally went with that idea for his armor.
It is what it is.
Apparently he's from the Mindflayer
So your
colony.
plate would become a plate +2, and worth noting. So one other thing with the armor, the effect that is currently in it is to switch the +2 to attack. However, as the armor absorbs magic, especially that of the divine, its effects can change, much to the will of the user. His was a dumb joke. We're good.
No, I was talking about the camera.
Yeah.
Oh, is my camera dead again? We're doing good.
If it's
There's
an
only
innately
adamant
+1 armor, would it become a +3?
No,
it?
this is a +2.
So it overrides it. Okay.
They only
It's
have-
its own set of armor.
I assume the +2 to attack would add on to the weapon. So if you had a +2 weapon, it would become a +4.
Yes.
Okay.
deleted.
Okay. So with that, that is the armor. So it'd be again
So
for
no
you.
curses or anything on it.
No.
It's not gonna like.
Identify doesn't identify curses.
It's not gonna like slowly
identifies
transform
if
her
it
into a
is
mind
cursed.
flayer.
Yeah.
Your only concern with it is again the armor's ability to absorb magic, which again can change the effect much to the will of the users. This is what the mind flayers thought would be good, as they viewed Tiku as kind of a brutal attacker.
I think I missed that part of the description.
So the armor can absorb magic,
Okay.
and then the user can use that magic to alter that effect, specifically the +2 to armor being
Okay.
converted.
Oh,
So I could, like, make it a... Like, maybe it adds +2 to saving throws or something instead.
Well,
I was also thinking.
as long think of it much like in terms of like core. Think of it much like the wish spell. If you absorb the magic into the armor, then you can come up with what its effect is, and it's just like wish. If you give me something outlandish, you'll
side effects.
there's side effects. But if you come up with something you're like, this
Is
is
it-
an effect and it's within reason, then again
Right.
your will literally can alter and change the Gitanium.
So I don't need to, like, make it
Okay,
too clever.
real quick, just to like mechanically go over this. Reaction to try to absorb magic, or does it just do it
absorbs
passively?
magic.
I think.
I didn't
As
think
I
about
take
that, but
magic
I
damage?
would say it's a
Reaction.
reaction.
Okay.
I'd say it's a reaction to attempt to absorb it. And then this is actually just a DC that's built into the armor, which I guess would be applicable still to tell you. This can only be used once until the effect, so it can only store effectively one
Okay.
instance of magic.
Ring a spell storing situation.
And then the way that it would work is you do a saving throw against the spell. If you're already doing a saving throw, then you could just override it with your armor. And if you beat it, then you would basically take the spell and absorb it into your armor, and you'd be going against the spell class DC of whoever you're absorbing the magic from.
Would she take no damage?
If she absorbs a spell, yes.
Which she kind of already doesn't, because we kind of changed that feat. Because we think the feat's dumb, how it's worded.
Where you could just
The
get a
shield,
pleasure
the
resistance?
shields.
Shield Master?
the shield
Yeah,
master.
because Shield Master technically only avoids all damage if it's a dexterity save, only on
On a success.
on a success that only targets you. So Disintegrate is the only spell.
Whatever the
meets
case
that
is,
criteria.
we don't need to go into the actual mechanics of it. That is the baseline for your armor. That is what is given to you. You guys are now left with the king, the Mind Flayer, Gale, and the two high princes. His Majesty, the king. Now that you guys are all back in the room, first off, said, "So, what was that about?" Fascinating as it was, I can't say I expected, nor did we discuss a sentient demon golem to be part of our negotiations.
Well, no, I don't think they were initially a part of the negotiations. I do appreciate that they did show up.
Well, I'm glad that they could be of assistance to you.
I think they were assistance to us both.
I could agree. And he would hold out two separate scrolls. This is our copies of the agreement, just so that we can also keep the devil in tow. I'm obviously keeping one. And he would take one and just kind of store it inside his pouch. Which of you would like to hold on to this?
I'll take the contract.
He would just hand it over to you. And at this point, he would actually make his way over and sit down again. He says, "I believe that was our main order of business. I've given you the armor that you were, that was my initial gift. And now I will, myself and all of my friends, both politically as well as you could say from the underbelly, not speaking of our underbelly, but our colony, will be of whatever assistance we can for you against Rumas. Do you guys have any plans as of right now to move that along, or is that going to be tabled, shelved for now?" The two people that I think would be the most.
Sorry, I was not paying attention.
We need to collect
We
some
were talking about
things
magic stuff.
before we make any big moves.
As soon as you're ready to make some big moves, just let me know.
First off, are you the one that made the armor? Talking to the Mind Flayer outlaw?
It looks to you and it seems confused and turns.
I would translate deep speech.
As it turns to the king, and you ask her a question, it looks back to you, and this would be in deep speech. It says, "You know my tongue. Apologies, I lost the common word many years ago. Yes, I made the armor."
Cool. Do you like any kind of food?
Yes.
Brains, Tiku.
As its tendrils would
he looks
almost
at
like
Zephyr.
start to move.
Which humanoid brains is your favorite?
It literally just looks at Zephyr.
Human brains, okay. Tickle is going
intelligence.
to...
It's not a matter. And technically, this would all be being translated through Razu, as this creature can actually not speak common. But it's not a matter of race. It's intellect. It's experience, history, knowledge.
I'm going to take out,
Well,
like...
Razu would be your
7?
second best dish.
I'm going to take out, like, 7 brains from different humanoids. Which one looks the tastiest?
It, like, with the
Or 10
renewed
brains.
vigor, it kind of just, like, floats around as this creature does levitate, would float around to you, kind of skeptically looking at you, now talking to you, but for you to translate, it says, "I like you. You're..." And it would pick up one of the, like, your brains aren't, like, it's not like a fully intact, like, museum-like brain, but still kept fresh.
Brain stew.
Is it would take one and pick up a few of the pieces from it. And goes, "Not many like you existed."
And then, do you have, like, any other ones look kind of good?
He would gesture to just like two of the brains out of your batch.
I'm going to make like ramen soup with like a bunch of stuff in it with the brain for him.
I did not need to see.
And then put the other brains back. During this, like while it was talking,
because I'm weirded out about this conversation, I just cast tongues on Tico. And they can talk.
Razu.
No. And Razu no longer needs to translate for you. However, you would specifically continue to understand that two things. And
I serve a smaller bowl, like an appetizer bowl, to the king.
the king
As a thank you.
gleefully accepts.
But my flare gets the most of it.
Sorry, my note that I had these all written down. What is the passive insight on the two of you?
Passive 11. Understands a language and they will understand.
17 for me.
17. You would understand this mind flare is much less sophisticated than the king and his colony. This is almost to the point of almost the descriptive like feral. This mind flare, much to what would be Tiku's respect, seems like his focus is food. As he talks to you, his motivations, it's not conquest, it's not like conquering people, being above anything like that. His full conquest is consuming the intelligence of creatures to build his own intellect.
We're gonna make them like different versions, like spicy ramen, like mild ramen, egg drop soup ramen kind of thing. Different versions. See which one he likes the best.
Okay. Is anyone else anything to talk to the king about, or is it just kind of like finishing up the meals, dealing with certain pleasantries?
Address the group.
Telekinetically or out loud?
I mean, does it matter?
Yes. Yes, it does. Certain people in here, a.k.a. Gale.
And Dalaran.
I thought you guys included Dalaran in your telepathic link.
Not this time.
Oh.
He wasn't around when he cast it.
Okay, so that would mean Omriton, Dalaran, and Gale are not part of your telepathic link. So, yes, it would matter. However, you guys do already know that the king can hear you guys' telepathic link.
Just fine.
So, I was discussing it with Omriton earlier, and I wanted to bring it up to the group. And please, all parties involved, let me finish speaking before interrupting me. I was curious, as I believe that it is unlikely for us to succeed in our current state. Our current plans to take down Drumas seem like a stepping stone too far. We are currently in a state of appeasement with the gods. We're currently not big enough fish to fry, as it were. But that does not mean if we overstep that we will not stay so. I think we require additional help. As Gurgle has been stating with Olidra? Olinda? I don't remember.
Orlida?
Orlida. As Gurgle has been stating with Orlida. While I don't necessarily agree with her specifically, I do believe we need to reach out with someone, and soon. And the idea that I had, again, was Wazarine's champion, Dudre, or Clay Beekman.
Clay Beekman's right here.
You know what he's talking about.
I believe that he is the most likely to turn coat if we're willing to pay him enough.
Because he's a whore.
And he would also have the connections and monetary wealth to be of great help.
Do you think he's going to ally with someone that's an alliance with his biggest competitor?
If we offer him successions, yes.
I just made deals to undermine.
What deals?
With Zephyr's partners in his business.
That's great. I assume that he
And
is
now we're
looking to
gonna-
undermine us.
And now we're gonna aid the person we're sabotaging.
I mean, it could be a way of leverage.
If we can prove our
If we hold his
Our side.
stuff hostage, be like,
Exactly.
we'll stop robbing you if you. Actually, it's mob tactics. Actually, we the mob now.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not very comfortable aligning myself with Dewdrape. It is a smart decision. I will say that.
Didn't you guys grow up together?
That's why it stings all the more. I will say this. One way or another, we can get answers out of him, whether he joins us or not.
That's true. I do have a question for you, Clay. Is there a reason you have not asked either myself or Zephyr to confirm if your memories are your own?
You afraid to find out?
Are you afraid of the truth?
Yes, I am. I mean, yeah, I think you would be too.
I agree.
Either I'm Clay Beekman or
Your life is a lie.
I have no idea who I am. And to say, well, that's easy, you're Dewdray is not as easy as that. Well, who is Dewdray if I'm him? Because all my memories are being Clay.
I agree. However, the part I disagree upon is that I feel it is better to figure that out now than at a point of our enemies choosing. As if this really is true and your memories are not yours, they will use that against you. They will find some way to allow you to remember in a very critical time. If you do not cross this hurdle now, you will have to cross it when it becomes much more difficult.
Well, I don't want to do it now. We're at dinner.
A hypothetical now.
For what it's worth, you can be excused if you want. I believe our deal, and again, the king would hold up the agreement you had. He says, our dealings are done, if I'm not mistaken. So unless you have other business with me, I have other business that I can attend to.
You should come up with ideas on how to undermine drones
I have many.
from the government's perspective.
I've already worked to usurp his power. You've seen some of what I did. Unfortunate as it is, citizens' discourse or discontent can go a long way.
Okay, cool. When did you learn about how government hierarchies work?
What?
She just spouted off some nonsense that just sounded good. It just happened to be right.
That's fair. I like who you
I just heard this one time. Also, when the dragon says go, all the kobolds go. So I just thought that's how it would work.
Not use great glasses.
So maybe he can be like, hey, citizens, on this day in 6 months, we're going to do a mining expedition, and everybody will leave the city together. Just in case things go crazy. I don't know.
A religious pilgrimage would go much further, but I
There
like
we
where
go.
your mind is
See?
at.
Oh, that does remind me. Could you check on the mining operations near your castle underground?
He's like,
We
they're all
already
dead.
have. But I will say, I have to thank you slightly. Food has been a little bit scarce for us.
You're very welcome. being hungry is really
I love it. You're very
Being-
welcome. Move on.
being hungry is very sad. Nobody should be
agree.
hungry.
Well, if you'll excuse us then.
I hunger, TQ. I hunger for revenge.
I don't know how to cook that. Ooh, maybe
It's a
I can put
dish
their soul
best
in there.
served cold.
Oh, I bet you if you
I
put
put
their
my
soul
hands
inside
on the
of it.
party's back, ushering everybody out.
The king would excuse you. Both high
Revenge
princes.
can be very sweet.
Both high princes would elect to
That's what
stay,
I was
however,
thinking.
to
I
discuss
didn't do it.
further with the king.
Revenge is ice cream.
Gale would also accompany you guys in leaving, and as soon as the meeting is adjourned, much to his own dismay, the mind flayer that was discussing with you different delicacies would first off, seemingly impressed and enthralled with your way of life, it would introduce him and says, "My name is Aspet.
Aspet.
I hope we can be friends."
Aspet. Nice to meet you, Aspet.
Aspeth.
Aspet. Aspet.
As I'm leaving, I just make eye contact with Ilmerton. And I don't say anything, just
If you come up with
enjoy
any
eye
good
contact.
ideas, like maybe like I was thinking about stuffing them with like, and then I have some ideas.
I'm glad I understand
Do
none
you
of
have
this.
any ideas?
Well, technically,
We'll have
we
to
would
talk
understand
about
her
next
side of the
time.
conversation. Anything she says, anyone can understand.
Oh, that's true. We do.
Welcome to today's episode of We Are Not the Good Guys.
Your turn.
In addition to
Sorry,
that,
Hiram, what were
as
you gonna say?
Uspeth,
Yeah.
as Uspeth would be leaving, as the meeting is when the meeting is adjourned, he would be post teleport out, but he would stop and hand you a small white and blue gemstone. This looks familiar to you, by the way.
It's pretty.
But he would hand it to you and says, "If you ever wanted to find me,
Do you have like a whole colony down there? I need to prepare lots of brains.
it is just I. There was more, but you killed them recently."
Oh. We won't do that anymore. I'm sorry.
No apologies needed. As at this point, he would go back. He would go back to the
Tell them
throne.
not to kill us too.
As soon as he goes back to the throne, hard to know whether or not he's the one who does it or the king does it. But the spells that seemingly encased this room would all drop. He would teleport out. The rest of you would, I presume, go back to Zephyr's Manor.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys would head back to Zephyr's Manor. Again, leaving you back to your own devices. Tiku's restaurant downstairs. What would you like to do?
I want to look for a apprentice for Razu. Maybe we can ask Dalaran about it as part of our downtime. To apprentice under Razu to learn the cobalt surgery transition thing. Like so an
The
alchemist.
Drakian transformation.
Oh, speaking of something, I came up with some crazy
Razu,
headcanon.
Razu, I need you to do
Okay, and we could roleplay it, but yes.
I came up with some crazy headcanon. You know why the princes aren't allowed to take the Blood Hunter transformation?
Because the king is scared?
Because it makes him not able to take the Ceramorphosis.
Then why is Dalaran still his number one?
I don't know. But there's something. But there's something.
It mutates self-morphosis in a way that is unpredictable.
Oh, it could. I could see totally that the hunter transition does attack, like their genes attack,
Yeah.
like the
Dalaran
mind
would
flayer gene or
Be their
something.
number one still, though.
I don't. But that's been a little weird, anyways.
I mean, yes, but Dalaran's been a blood hunter for years at this point.
Yeah,
They
but
could've
maybe
swapped
don't
But
know.
maybe they just found out about it. I don't know.
Or it's a percentage thing. There's a chance that a blood hunter,
Other than them just dying, right?
yeah, like,
That's obviously
other
a
than
problem.
just outright dying, like the self-morphosis changes them in a different way where they can't be controlled, or more not monstrous, or maybe it just awry in some way.
Maybe that's the rogue mind flayer.
Dun dun dun. We used to have a seventh brother.
I like how you like turned your head every time you went duh duh duh.
Not exactly intentional, but we'll go with it. Individuals looking to that would be willing to help with the experimentation that Razu does. You don't have
maybe
to
the
find
blood
them.
Hunter, like a blood hunter changer or a blood hunter alchemist that was helping like make blood hunters.
Yeah, you don't have to
convert
find
or
them.
something.
They already exist. If you recall, actually you weren't here, so
I
it makes
was not
sense.
here during the start.
So when the blood hunter serum was actually basically figured out, Razu and Dalaran built an entire alchemy lab dedicated to it. This isn't like one person. There's like an entire facility of people that are dedicated specifically to studying and implementing the Blood Hunter serum. This is how the original Crimson Covenant was made. Their success rate wasn't fantastic. They had many, many deaths, but that is to say, you don't have to go out and find an apprentice. There's literally
already a lab
facility
dedicated?
dedicated specifically to that. So
On-
it would just be a matter of
On
going
creating
in
blood
and-
hunters and various other kinds of
Mutations.
human experimentations.
So I want to spend like 80%
call
of
mutations.
Tiku's time, or like 70% of Tiku's time in the lab, like helping Razu, like train up people and like helping with that as much as she can, so that she understands the risks and stuff when she takes it back to her tribe. And then the other 30% of the time, she's gonna be doing like humanitarian, like helping Red Cross kind of thing, but for food, like giving out free food
the
to
soup
the
kitchen.
poor.
Soup kitchen.
Yeah.
The soup kitchen, yeah, the soup kitchen.
But it's
stuff.
really awkward because they're going all to this really fancy restaurant. Because Tiku has no concept of.
It's even more awkward when Tika says, "Oh, this was your cousin."
Oh no, Tiku won't say that. She's learned. But like she'll like prepare
learned
some
that
big
people
meals.
don't respond well to that. She doesn't understand, but she has learned
She
that
doesn't
when you
say
say
that.
that, people are
I've
like,
learned that it's not nice to say this was your cousin, even if it was.
This is your father. He recently tried and
It's-
failed, but
it's-
like we can feed you now.
It's like
I've got good news and bad news. Remember the children he said that went missing? Well, we found them. The bad news is, here, have this chili.
the good news is the chili.
You've heard of the Night of the Black Sun. Get ready for the day of the
No,
red
Tiku
moon.
like brings
Red
out
moon.
her big like pot though, like makes it big and like cooks in the square and stuff, and does like every like
Jesus, Jasmine. That's
in
terrible.
the square. She doesn't do that in front of people. She always brings her meat
Did you read what
pre-prop.
Jasmine wrote? Jasmine had the best joke for sure.
You need to do some like, hey, religious folks, like this.
I got.
It's not
My
quite
stuff.
time yet, but you need to do some like preaching.
Oh no,
but, like,
I'm,
it's not
I'm
quite
doing
time
I'm doing
yet.
completely something different.
Oh, okay. Well, you need to do something with your religious followers for sure.
Okay, so
That's what.
for
Tiku's
point of
doing.
clarity, you guys are looking to spend the next few weeks facilitating this.
I actually wasn't. I was going to suggest we go for Wazari now while the kettle's hot, or specifically Doudre.
You want to go after Doudre?
Yeah, we got a month.
Okay, so quick discussion. This is not in character. This is us.
Yeah.
Quick discussion. What you guys are doing now? You guys still have like three and a half weeks.
Yeah, 3.5 weeks
Yeah.
before.
I still have no like.
Mine was green, so I started blinking it.
He is.
Oh.
I still have no like vote in this.
All right.
So.
My music stopped.
I'm gonna need some alcohol.
Oh, we're doing this.
So let's figure this out. I guess sooner than later. But also, we need to talk about your vampirism
My vampirism?
and how we can weaponize it.
You're gonna
Yeah.
be a little more specific.
Because we've determined to your category of what you
Your
are is
vampiric ability.
you're an energy vampire.
Yeah, dragpire.
Dragpire. Yeah, dragpire.
Dragpire.
Yeah, an energy dragpire.
Dragon vampire. Energy dragpire.
I hate that.
Vampires only take. I also give.
Trapire?
Yeah, you give them the business after you take it.
We're still workshopping it.
That's actually
Generally,
not true. They literally create new vampires by giving them their blood.
Vagan.
that is true too.
They're vagans.
You
But they're
drank,
typi-
but you didn't specifically drink with the intent to kill. And that's how you create a
Oh no, you
You
100%.
create a vampire by having them drink your.
The answer is both lores have been
Depends on
Yeah,
both
depends on
lores
the lore,
exist.
yeah.
I will tell you that in mine, the vampire has to give you blood.
Okay.
That is to
Energy
say, you
vampire.
couldn't
He's an
just
energy
survive a
vampire.
vampire attack and become a vampire. No, the vampire, it's very much so a conscious decision. Also, you could hypothetically become a vampire if you were able to bloodlet them and then take the blood.
Ooh, steal the vampires.
You could
Will
do
you
that.
still be a lesser vampire under the control of the master?
Very much so.
Doesn't sound like a very good idea.
Then
Probably
you
not.
stab them afterwards.
But you could do it. Pay someone else to kill him for you. Do it and then pay someone to kill him.
No, pay someone to kill him, then do it.
We like steal a bunch of blood and be like, you know what? We need a. Here, you drink this first.
Anyway, your terrible naming schemes, as bad as Razu aside.
Hey, look, we're just
My
we're
name's the
spitballing
Fire.
here, right? We're just in the infancy stage. All right,
By that you mean
room
get fired.
room for improvement. But Dragpire is currently the placeholder.
All right. Well, then get drunk, because,
You're not gonna turn me into a Dragpire.
don't tempt me.
Zephyr, protect me from it.
I'm not going to stop him from sucking you.
Phrase.
I feel like you're like phrasing it. It's like, I know.
All right.
So are we going after Wazarine?
Well, first I think you're.
Well, first you have to do the memory
I'm
thing.
gonna-
I think
I-
he wants you to do the memory thing.
Zephyr, where's your strongest top shelf?
Just,
got
just
you,
ask the
it's fun.
restaurant. Just ask the restaurant. They handle all that.
All right.
I got you. Narcotics.
It's some real strong shit.
I got some distilled drow right here.
For sure, if there is someone that could just knock you the fuck out, it's Razu.
Yeah.
I don't think the goal's to knock him out, though.
Yeah,
I would
rolls-
even say
rolls a little
varying
bit of
varying
liquid
levels
courage.
of because of what it is.
He
'Cause
could
this is
prob-
what it is.
He's
Varying
drugs.
levels of poison and what effects you want from it. Razu would be your best bet. You just get your normal drink, and Razu's like, "I got you."
Just
Now it's great. You just drop in a few
He's got like
shots of
he's got
something.
like a teardropper. He's like, bloop. All right, now drink it.
It's just a, like full thing of water. Just one little drop. Boop.
It's one little drop, and it's like a semi-clear liquid, just instant brown. Just
Make sure you mix well.
He's all like, and drink it all.
okay.
Don't
So
want. This was one of those things you don't want to underdose.
Don't want to overdose either.
casting Identify on him to see if he's under any spell effects is the
You
idea.
identify.
Okay. He is no longer under the any spell effects.
We already identified him in the past. I knew that.
You did identify in the past. He is not under. He is not under the effects of modified memory. With that said, as Mr. Clay, as you drink to
Prepare?
as you drink to prepare yourself for whatever this revelation might be, this new information that your memories are fake, or the confirmation that they are real, and that the concerns that you have of your past, maybe in that sense, being more solidified. In that, as Zephyr goes through and casts Identify on you, you actually just kind of like thinking back, almost like focusing on the memories. Remember when, so this would have been a time when you were very young. Remember, specifically now, you remember looking at your hand and seeing what is the fur on the back of your hand. The reason that you were looking at your hand in this moment is due to the claws that you had and effectively your own appearance. You had recently had an attempted transaction. You're still learning as a merchant, where your appearance was what they had used effectively. I mean, it's effectively just racism, but your appearance was why the deal fell through. Even when you consulted with your mentor afterwards, trying to figure out what did you do wrong? What could you have done better to close? Effectively, his answer was, in this case, you didn't do anything wrong. You simply dealt with the wrong person, and that was the only lesson there. But you realized in that moment that he didn't have that problem, almost ever. Humans as a whole are almost never, especially within business, they're almost never segregated against. You're almost never segregated
Disintegrated.
against.
Unless you're in
Disintegrated is
South
much- is a much better.
Casimir.
Unless you're in South Casimir, but you're not. So in that time, and even in situations where the potentially you might be discriminated against for being human, you realize that there is advantages to race when dealing with business dealings. Certain times you'll run into an elf that wants to communicate with elves. Certain times will be individuals who want to communicate with humans. And along those lines, you learned how to shift yourself. You are not a badger folk, but you are also not a human.
You're a shapeshifter.
You're a changeling?
Do we need to cast any powerful magics on this man?
You don't. That is to say, from the time that you were little,
Yeah, I can.
using it unintentionally and intentionally, making up for the mixing of ideals, the mixing of memories. You are a changeling, but even amongst changelings, you were unique. When you change, you truly become what you change into. Unlike typical changelings where effectively you maintain your current stats and then take on the appearance of others, you can quite literally shift between races. This is something that you've always been able to do, and somehow the interaction with Doudre almost relapsed you to a point. You'd been a human for so long that you forgot you had this ability.
How long has he been sitting there quiet?
You cast Identify, nothing
When-
happened, and he's just...
You cast Identify, which is a 10-minute thing
Okay,
if you're ritual
okay, yeah.
casting
1
it.
minute.
Well, I'm just ritual casting it, so
Oh, okay.
11
Yeah,
minutes.
that's what I thought. So longer cast, and then how long you're sitting there is completely up to you, Clay.
Actually, I think it's 1 action.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I think
I sit there
that's
with 10 minutes casting time, and a few minutes I'm just staring at my hand.
You just cast Identify, right?
I think so. So I get nothing from Identify. We already discussed that.
Clay.
He's-
Okay.
Clay. I'll shake his shoulder slightly.
And
Does he not move?
Are you good?
I cast
I
Detect Thoughts.
shift back into Clay Beekman's human's form.
Oh, that's even weirder. But I still cast Detect Thoughts.
As you cast Detect Thoughts, you're like, you glance down to cast your spell. What the f-
It's like supernatural and like the skin falls off.
What does it look like when you transform? And also worth noting, unlike normal changelings, you have full control over it, to the point that normally changelings have to be within like a foot. You would grow to the full stature of Clay Beekman.
I would say the fur just
Or
rescinds
your parents.
back into the skin, and then everything begins to elongate and morph into the proper shape of the being I'm trying to shape into.
So less gruesome.
Less gruesome.
Less gruesome, but kind of surreal looking.
And no magic can be detected at all, right?
Nope. This is him.
How did you do that?
I look at Kane,
I'm not digging deeper into surface thoughts.
and out of curiosity, I try to shift into Kane.
Success. Perfect rendition.
Same question.
Same question.
That's not as perfect. That is him.
That's a little weird.
I go back into Clay.
You're a shapeshifter.
Apparently, I've been in Clay's form for so long, I've made him my whole identity.
The one other thing here, one more memory that comes to mind. Again, this is your mentor who is speaking to you. don't rely too much of it on the crutch. You should find yourself in each aspect. In fact, I might encourage human. Maybe master that and then continue to utilize your skill set. A motivation to why you had started in it. Becoming so much, almost like one with human, forgetting the ability that you had previous, but still the motivation. Real quick before you do that, just so you know, I think we discussed this before, but just because you didn't, they changed detect thoughts. You can no longer actually get their thoughts. You don't read the thoughts, but you know that a thinking creature is present. The only way to read a creature's thought with detect thoughts now is to probe.
Oh, hang on. Maybe it doesn't say the old one.
No, so again, I'll read it to you. So detect thought has two things. First one, you sense the presence of thoughts within 30 feet of yourself that belong to a creature that knows any languages or telepathic.
Yeah.
You do not read the thoughts, but you know that a thinking creature is present. And then read thoughts. Target a creature you can see within 30 feet of yourself that you detected with the sense thoughts. You learn
it's the same as the old one.
So it's just specific. You no longer get surface.
That's how the old
but
one
then
works.
I use a magic action to go deeper.
Yeah.
On
Let's
that.
go deeper.
And then they make the saving throw when you try to go deeper. You get the surface thoughts for free.
I know. Apologies.
But you spend an action, they make a saving throw to go deeper.
So, apologies. That was my misinterpretation.
Okay,
So you would these surface memories that I'm discussing, you would also be able to read it in it. So now go ahead.
Okay.
Apologies.
Racist assholes.
What?
Like all my first business partners.
Is the badger your base default form?
I try to go back to the base changeling form.
What do you look like?
I look like a gray alien.
So like a goblin but with like gray skin?
No, like one of the grays.
No idea what the fuck that is.
Think amorphous.
It's kind of like a naked rat, but like a human.
Like I think. No, it's a.
Qua?
Aren't humans just always?
But like with gray skin, you
So
know?
they just what you think of.
Oh, just what the fuck?
Oh,
That's what you went with?
Yeah, as like the base changeling form. Yeah, why not?
So what's your name?
I still like to go by Clay Beekman
But you don't have a beak.
or a man,
But you are kind of like made out of clay.
but I still like to go by Clay Beekman.
You are kind of made out of clay though,
Oh, that is true.
because you can mold yourself.
Right. Can I? I'm gonna try to just change my hand into something different.
What are you trying to change it into?
Try like a skelly hand, like a normal hand.
To the point that you're even able to grow claws that could be used in an unarmed attack.
I'll bring it back.
So I'm getting the gist that you forgot you could do this.
Yeah.
Is it something you forgot or were made to forget?
I'm 42 years old. I have been Clay Beekman, my human form, for 40 years.
What do they call this? He's a method actor.
Yeah, there you go. Something like that. I truly just got lost in it. I guess.
As a quick note for you, Zephyr, with the intellect that you have, kind of piecing together even just the surface level thoughts you have, as you read those and he remembers these different scenes, there is a very clear intent and design. While Clay is not under the effects of modify memory, whoever this teacher that was working with him that trained him to be a merchant, it was still done by design to where he encouraged him in a way to make him forget. That is to say, this would be your real modified memory. No, it's not even gaslighting. It's literally he conditioned him to think this way.
So I mean, unless your memories are wrong here, it seems like he may have either I'm not sure maliciously is the right way to say it, but at least encouraged you to be a certain way. It also
Is
helped.
the
It also
he-
helped make you successful too. In
This
a way.
is your mentor, not your partner.
Yeah.
Is the
As
he
clarification.
we're talking about the current Clay Beekman?
I don't think so.
It's Dudre.
Dudre's the one who turned you into
Wasn't Dudre
Clay
like
Beekman.
No,
So-
I turned me into Clay Beekman. He's the one that encouraged me to turn into Clay
So
Beekman.
Dudre's your mentor?
Yeah,
if I
he's-
understand this?
He's the one that taught me everything. He's the one that brought me in and introduced me to the Church of Wazareen.
So
Taught me how to do business.
real quick, Dudre wasn't supposed to be your mentor. Dudre was someone that you trained with and you looked up to. Your mentor is a separate individual, which I believe I thought I gave you his name when we went up to the kitchen
I
before.
do. I believe it's in my notes.
Dude.
Dudre.
They're,
oh.
so there's
don't
two
know.
separate people. It's Dudre.
This is not the same. This is a different Dudre. This is Dudre from the Hamptons.
So we're gonna hold that thought for a second, but just as a quick point of clarification, you're supposed to have two people. Dudre, or technically three people that were your main people. Your partner, whose name I suddenly forget, who betrayed you recently.
The wizard.
Marcius.
Marcius, Dudre, and then your mentor, who is a third individual.
So Dudre was like a rival student
Yes.
in this way, from what I'm getting.
Well, no, because I thought it was Dudre was the, basically there was him and Dudre underneath the mentor, and Marcius was basically like a effectively friend of the family.
Marcius is a connection that Clay built.
Yeah,
himself.
yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm saying Dudre was like a
They were
almost a
both
rival
students
student,
underneath
but,
the mentor.
But still would have been
I
like
was
a
under.
rival.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like
right.
a,
That's what
a
I'm saying.
fellow
A rival student.
apprentice, rival,
Yeah,
whatever you
yeah.
want to say.
So
I'm just trying
with,
to make sure
With
I
that being
understand.
said, I'm pulling it up, but just again as a point of clarification, is it definitely seems that something got misconstrued
Something
at
Concentration.
some
secret
point.
must under here
Well-
because under enemies I have Dudre and the false goddess Wazareen. They betrayed me my entire life, lied and cheated me out of my life and fortune. Even my memories.
So
have been
that would
based
not
around
be
deceit.
wrong.
But that
They
would
disgust me and are my
That-
true
that is
arch
correct.
nemesis.
Who
Yeah,
is
that's
Dudre
right.
though?
Who is Dudre?
We gotta ask her
It actually
AI.
doesn't say.
Dude,
Apologies, we're having a double check on.
you could put
something
like
else.
the backstories and everything in there too. Your notebook LM thing.
Yes, you could.
All right, here we go. You got interrupted earlier. While I'm pulling up this note real quick, Razu, did you actually have something, or was it small talk?
Oh, just over. I don't know.
We have 3 weeks, yeah?
3.5 unless we're planning on doing something.
Yeah, unless we're going after something. But I thought we were starting to undermine or like set up so that when we're ready, we're putting in place
To do with Drumus, but I think
to
Wazar.
do a Dumas, but not like we're not killing him, right?
But I personally feel that getting Wazareen's champion on our side quicker is better. That's
It's-
my personal opinion.
Yeah, that's fine. I gotta do something else at the church though. My church.
Oh,
Why are you
yeah,
cracking
actually.
your knuckles? I gotta deal with the church.
Can I check on my?
Yeah, the church. What one?
You wanted to check
Don't
on
worry
something?
about it.
I have your
Oh yeah,
mentor's
go
name
ahead.
by
Do
the
your
way.
thing first.
So your mentor's name was Galadrion.
Is what?
Glar. Galar. I guess I pronounced this wrong.
Glarion?
Glarion.
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 This was the individual that like.
It's a new EV evolution.
This was the individual who, when you were young, had effectively paid off your father's debt, and that your father initially worked for. Dudre was the individual who grew up with you in the same kind of environment. And again, to you, he would have been very much so who you would have. I wouldn't necessarily say an older brother figure, but think of someone that you effectively went through the same lessons, and he was typically always ahead of you, and he's who you were looking to beat.
Glorion was?
No, Dudre.
Dudre.
Glarion is, and again, I said it wrong the first time. Apologies. Glarion was the one who just instructed pretty much everyone within that region.
Okay.
So definitely something was missed. And I
He's
apologize.
senior management.
Also worth noting, as you would have known this is maybe not actually. Never mind.
You always do that, and you
Listen-
always make me so curious, and
Listen.
then you're like, nope.
There's like certain points that you're like, okay, here's more information that would be applicable, and it's like, and you would not know it. And then you cut it out.
But then it denies me the satisfaction.
I apologize.
I'm just gonna let you know that you don't know.
Okay, what I will tell you is that you know that sometimes Glorion was referred to as Mr. Gold, but that is it.
I reach deeper into his thoughts.
Mr. Gold.
Oh no!
Kind of a cool nickname.
No, seriously. Just might as well use it before the spell ends.
I thought you were gonna say he was
Wisdom
Mr.
saving throw.
Scrooge.
Wisdom saving.
He can choose to fail it. He doesn't have to.
Actually, you can't choose to fail it.
Can you not?
I think with specifically detect thoughts, it doesn't give you the option to. Well, I guess no spell gives you the option to fail it.
Yeah, but a lot of people just say
Well,
you
I
can.
assume it's like a homebrew rule. I don't. I've
Yeah.
never actually
It
heard
is a homebrew rule
legitimate
to be able
rule
to use
allow you to
the designers
fail.
came out and said that specifically it's because it's an intrusion, you don't get to choose what thoughts
still
are being
felt, though.
looked at. So it's like an invasion of privacy you're going to resist.
I actually would agree with that. I think there are spells that you
18.
can fail, but in the case of
Purposefully
probing,
allow the thoughts to come to the surface, though.
but you
No,
don't know what it.
You don't know what's gonna
The
come up.
deep thought, surface
It's your
thoughts. I
mind.
think that's what you're thinking. Deep thoughts is literally he's searching your mind for things that you're not actively thinking about. I would agree.
Okay.
That said, it sounds like he failed.
Yeah, he failed. 20 is the save. He got an 18.
Hey.
What? What? You did?
No, he's saying that in character of
Oh.
delving into his mind.
Yeah. I mean, I get the thoughts first. You can complain later.
Your deeper probing, which again, I don't know if this is how the spell works. This is always how it would work to me.
And
as you
encode
would probe
thoughts.
into it, I have it almost like brings it to the forefront of your mind
Okay.
when it gets probed because you know it's happening. Mr. Gold, again, as you remembered from the mentor, although again it seems that was probably on me messing up the names, but Mr. Gold was a human who was extraordinarily wealthy and just liked teaching people about being merchants. He thinks it's an incredibly important, basically, facet to society.
He starts a YouTube channel. He's like, hey, fam, all right. Now we're going to go with Finance 101.
Effectively, yeah. But yeah, the reason that Doudre has been so prevalent, though, is after Mr. Gold taught you and Doudre and your father, helped your father get out of debt and everything, and I think this is probably where the miscommunication happened, Mr. Gold at that point left. And then you and Doudre, kind of working together, continued to, you could say, grow and became friendly competitors where you're constantly trying. You had very much so built an organization and had kind of put yourself at the forefront. I did something wrong. You would put yourself at the forefront.
She's poking.
And I'm not even going to read it till I'm done because I want to finish my thought. You'd kind of put yourself at the forefront. And then the reason that you're still right with Doudre being a betrayal is after you had gone through and effectively made your own as a merchant and everything, to you, he then just came in and took it rather than building up his own empire and everything. He instead effectively stole yours.
Is Mr. Gold have any connection to the Golden Scales?
I don't think you know that because he didn't say anything about Mr. Gold yet.
I mean, I assumed that.
Hey, no, he straight up said in code thoughts.
Yeah.
He literally deep prodded you and then coded thoughts so that he could show it to people, including yourself. So I will say, due to the way detect magic and encode thoughts is, I'll give you the image of Mr. Gold. Looks disturbingly familiar or happily familiar. Take your pick. Although his hair color's wrong. As you would see what looks very, very close to Mr. Thorn's scale. Again, shoulder length hair, although his hair seems to be pure gold, almost glistening against
Wait, Thorn's scale,
against
my
sunlight.
Oh, that's my brother. Shoot.
my favorite merchant.
Human, very fairly thin. Again, just Thorn scale. This individual, the only difference is that he has golden hair.
Wait, so your mentor, you decide to rebel against by creating your own
Competitor company.
competitor company against your mentor.
Rebel against him. He encouraged me to make my businesses.
I mean, you're currently.
And gave me the tools to make them.
I mean, you're not current competitors.
Well, I guess
you,
I already
you are,
had the tools, but he sharpened them.
Wait, so you should just be allies. But this is easy.
This is really hard. No, I still want to kill Dewdrey.
No. I mean, no, you're Thornscales. You have an in.
They were already working with them.
Well, yeah, but
We're already working with them.
but he's even got more rapport. Why were you fighting him? Why didn't you just work together? You could have just conquered the whole freaking continent.
Technically, the golden scales are still in his way, but yes.
But, I mean, because competition does make healthy business.
Well, it's not like we have an industry to stop monopolies here.
Well, yeah, monopolies are typically always bad.
I mean, depends who you're talking to.
It does depend on who you're talking to.
I don't know if you're talking about the little guy or the guy at the top.
I was the guy at the top.
So it's good for you.
I like competition.
So was this Mr. Gold or Thornscale, if they truly are the same person, beneficial to you or not? Did he betray you similar to Dewdrey?
He
Left
may
me.
have had a hand in it.
Sorry, I had to do it.
Wait, if you turn into him, can you think how he thinks?
I don't believe it works that way.
He did not copy my voice when he became me.
But he's a method actor.
You have to have the method in which you're acting first. He becomes a sprig of the person.
Right.
I feel like
He's the OG sprig.
But he seems to be less changeling and more doppelganger.
doppelgangers get your memories though.
I know.
That's what he's saying.
He's the kid of a doppelganger and a changeling.
If he transformed into Thornscale for long enough, would he get Thornscale's thoughts and memories?
Ooh, don't
Or
don't
maybe
turn
not
into an
maybe
enemy.
Thoughts and memories, but maybe he starts getting the thought patterns, how he thinks.
I mean, I think actors do that. They study a thing long enough, and they're like, okay, this is how he thinks. This is, and then they become that person.
Is that more conversation you guys would like to have, or are you done?
So, how do you feeling about everything?
I'm still trying to process.
It's not as bad as I thought, that's for sure.
Yeah, was not thinking it was going to go this way.
I wasn't expecting this whole
Wait, hold on.
gray thing.
And I pop up in a mustache. I don't have to use a disguise kit anymore. I can be
a powerful tool in your arsenal.
Beak Clayman.
You can be whoever you want to be. You could be Tiku.
Mustache gone.
Wait, you could be Tiku.
This is getting out of hand.
There can't be
Now there are
Tiku.
2 of them.
There can only be one Tiku.
Just Google glasses pop out of his skin with the fake nose and the mustache.
Can you be various monsters?
I don't know.
Can you do like a chimera?
Are you forced to the humanoid shape?
I don't know.
No.
Can you try?
Experimentation.
They're in a fucking bar.
You guys are in.
What's going on?
You guys
This is
are.
mine.
They're not down in the bar. This is also his manor.
Yeah,
There
it's
is a
like-
restaurant in it, but it's also doubles as a house.
I own this whole place. They can fuck off. No.
Don't you dare!
Tiku in the middle of our soup kitchen. No!
I am feeding the people.
Your ears kind of like perk up like a dog. What did they say?
It's for the people.
Do you see this kid's reaction? They had the biggest reactions to my food.
Did you tell it was his
I'll
brother's?
try and turn it into. I'll try and turn into a
Humans are so expressive.
wormling.
Yeah.
Red wormling.
You would take on the features
of a wormling. However, you would also look very, very awkward as you would maintain your humanoid status.
So
That
he'd be like one of those dragons standing on their hind legs?
Yes, and like his arms would still almost like turn into the front legs and everything, but it's still like very clearly humanoid. His back is still straight. It's not don't have the same kind of like almost like arch that
It's almost like a werewolf dragon thing.
But even more awkward
Yeah.
because this isn't like an actual evolutionary growth. This is just one that's like weirdly up on its. It's more like more like watching a cat walk on its hind legs.
What abomination are you?
I don't know what that is.
Starts cough.
I turn
Trying
back.
to make the noise.
Ugh.
Great party trick.
That was horrifying.
What? I thought you didn't appreciate it. It was a dragon.
Is that a dragon?
Thought I nailed it.
Straight from the crystal eye.
I straight looked at the cane. I'm like, I don't know.
If that was a dragon, it would need to be put down.
That's only when the brother and sister get together.
Oh.
Okay, is there any other discussions that the three of you would want to have?
All right. Dewdray, let's flesh this out. Dewdray can either lead us to more champions, right, and join our side. Keep an eye on him. He's already betrayed me once. He can do it again.
Correct.
If he refuses to cooperate, this is the plan. It's a plan B, not a plan A. I'm saying this for myself. If he doesn't cooperate, we can torture him and get the information. And plan C, if we still can't get the information out of him, we can kill him and speak with dead. It's our best bet after that.
Okay. So I'll make sure to prepare Speak with Dead that day.
It's plan B and C. We want plan A for him to join us. The betrayer.
Is he the betrayer?
Yes, he is.
I'm so confused about this.
He's a backstabber for sure. Or at least competitive enough that he'll do what's best for him.
I'm very confused. But whatever. It's not my horse.
This is your thought speaking, aka Gold Rush, maybe?
Any other things you guys wish to discuss?
Nope.
Well, if you guys don't need me anymore, I need to go have a word with the church. As I
Okay.
leave.
On that note, we're going to go to break here. Woo! We will be back here in just a few minutes. Talk to you again in a moment. Send us, Kayla.
Okay, sorry, I took a little bit. I called Gurgle because I wanted to get clarification on something. It was Zephyr.
Yep.
That got it. Woo! Zephyr is forgiven by Jasmine.
I have been forgiven.
We appreciate you, Jasmine.
I appreciate not having wasabi cookies.
Oh yeah, we were debating whether or not any of the cookies were going to be rigged.
I knew there was a reason I didn't eat them.
Okay, so Zephyr is inspired, and again, not DM inspiration, stream inspiration, not to be confused with the human one. Okay, so finishing up your guys' conversation. At this point, we are going into what would be about 3 weeks of downtime for the party, leading into the fight with. It's not Ubi. Gerbu. We're going about a 3-week downtime within the Zopricar or whatever the different people are doing, leading into the fight with Gerbu. Sorry, I was distracted. The one thing I will mention, and this is what I called. That was so loud. I hope that wasn't loud on stream. So I called Gurgle to figure out what Gurgle is doing during this time. There's kind of 2 things that Gurgle is going to be doing during these 3 weeks. First of which, he is specifically doing research on some of the champions. Who he's going to research, I kind of called him in the middle of something, so he's gonna decide, and we're gonna figure that out. But Gurgle is doing research on the champions, basically trying to figure out some more allies, and then also helping Kane as he can with rune weaving with a bit of downtime. So with that, I will actually just let you guys say what you're doing. We're gonna go with you.
All right.
First, what are you spending the 3 weeks doing, Razu?
All right. Firstly, we're going to give Dalaran the list of resources we're going to need. The amount of people that we'll be collecting in about 2 weeks is what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. And then during the 2 weeks, I'm going to lock myself in the lab and going to try to do a history check to just try to gain some more expertise in alchemy and see if Squawk has left anything.
Yeah. So just so you know as well, there's 2 ways that you could go about this. Knowing the expertise that Squawk has, yes, you can try and recall more of his expertise and everything like that. There's also just the idea of like practicing your own alchemy, getting better yourself. You can do either.
I was going to practice my own alchemy, but I was just doing a history check to see effectively if he left any memory messages and interactions.
To get better at alchemy, you drink this potion.
Tiku is hoping to help, like, with the procedures and stuff. Hoping that if we can maybe jog Squawk's memory about the rune tattoo, maybe bringing in probably Gurgle to see if they can help to make the procedure safer, or like to test the procedure so we can see if it's going to be successful or not.
If only you had a rune that was tattooed.
I have
what?
How would I do that?
I think the idea is that she was hoping that you might be able to remember the rune that was on.
Well, not remember, but like when Razu starts to remember things, like
it's not a thing you already tried.
Well, what I was saying is I could try and recreate it, but that would take years.
No, I was thinking like when Razu starts to recall something, he can draw what he recalls, and then like can check it or whatever, right?
Okay.
I can try.
So for the sake of this, are you just trying to get better? Are you looking for a higher plus in alchemy, or what are you actually trying to learn?
Mainly looking for a higher plus in alchemy. Thing I was actually going to be working on with some portions of Godblood and stuff. Paralytic agent for beings of higher aptitude.
You want to learn how to paralyze gods?
Yeah. Or champions, potentially. Maybe like once you down them, you can paralyze them and experiment them.
Do you have a willing sacrifice to be able to experiment on his blood?
I already have some of his blood.
You do actually have some of his blood stored in your scythe. How often will we let you do this? You're going to deplete it eventually. I might even have you deplete it during this because you'd be running a lot of experiments. It's going to depend on how high you roll. Go ahead and make an alchemy check.
How good are you?
The DC to not deplete all of your stuff is going to be 22.
That was a lot better. Yeah.
With advantage, even.
Yeah. It was rough.
It was really bad.
He probably got it there.
We appreciate you not poisoning the baby, by the way, Jasmine.
It would have been funny, but we appreciate it.
Why would
If
that
it
be
was
funny?
wasabi, it would not, if it was wasabi, it would not be funny to do to a child.
Medicine's the base?
Giving people spice
For
food's only
alchemy?
funny
Yeah.
when we give it tea.
No, it's intellect.
Yeah, but I thought they attached it to actual things.
Medicine
now.
and
Yeah,
wisdom.
because it did get no in 2024
So-
they got
so it's
attached to an existing
medicine,
check.
right?
I thought it was nature is what
Well-
they got attached to.
Well, we'll figure it out.
My nature's better. Nature makes sense because it's intelligence based.
Well, it is nature. It is 100% nature.
It's almost if I know what I'm talking about.
Fun fact:
+7.
it also can use Arcana.
I vaguely remember saying that too.
Okay, so it's your nature check, and then you have tools, so you get the double proficiency and everything like that.
32.
God dang.
You rolled an 18.
You still deplete most of Zephyr's blood in this experimentation. That said, yeah, you are able to make a paralytic agent. Not incredibly potent as of yet. I put it about a DC 16. The dice have spoken. DC 16 check for it to beat. So again, you'd likely have to juice up the potency if you actually want to use it on beings of this caliber. But it is a full paralytic agent. The way that you actually make it is utilizing dragon blood and learning how to infuse it into their blood. And effectively, you're quite literally destroying their blood, and that is what is causing the paralytic agent.
And it's a con
Destroying their blood, replacing it with poison.
It's a con save?
Yeah, it would be a con save for sure. Constitution saving throw, paralytic agent, DC 16. This particular one utilizes dragon blood to work on divine beings.
And
You were also able to determine from this that if you are less divine, but you had divine blood in your name, aka someone like Zephyr, not quite as divine, it's likely more potent. Their blood would not be able to fight it as well. That is to say, it'd be harder for someone like Zephyr to save against it.
but specifically the paralyzed condition.
Yes,
Okay.
specifically, this is a full paralytic agent.
Okay.
It'd be paralyzed for up to a minute. Repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turn.
Okay, and then
It's hold person.
just in a little bit
In a
of
poison.
the downtime between brewing the potion. Just
Stop
like to research
concentration.
something. Magical
Hold on.
tattoos. What kind of check is that?
Very
Is that an
different.
alchemy check? Like what?
That's Arcana. It's literally creating. It's something that like. What class is Theric?
Artificial.
Artificer.
Yeah.
Artificers do it. It is very much so a type of magic. It's like a magic item.
So it'd be like making an item.
Yeah.
Can I look up
Yeah.
any magical item effect kind of things that involve alchemy?
You can try to help Tiku make better do
Does-
the procedure or train an apprentice to do the cobalt procedure.
Again, we already have the thing.
But
and that's set up in
you do only have so much time. Your alchemy that you were doing was a very
Quite
good
extensive.
portion of your time.
Yeah, this would be just like research, just quick pick up a couple books to read while like it's brewing, and just see if there's any.
So real quick, just to explain downtime to you, you typically select an action that you do during downtime. Downtime is 2 weeks. So at 3 weeks, that's why you're helping with the lab and doing your alchemy. That is effectively what you're doing. You effectively have 1.5 options to do during this downtime. That is to say, you would not be able to do that now. You could do it later. Request books to maybe be sent to you so that you could research them.
And that's still incredibly fast, by the way. Like, if a normal human was trying to do like your alchemy thing, that's like
Years of research.
decades, if not a lifetime, just to figure out the one thing.
To figure out how to paralyze a god?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so with that said, I'm actually going to do you last.
I just wanted right before he went to the church to ask him for an identify spell on the golden straw that Hoggers gave me because I looked at my items and it was there, and I forgot that I didn't know what it was.
Now you're spend the 10 minutes casting Identify. I'm like, all right. I mean, the church is going to be there still in 10 minutes. Hopefully.
Tiku's gonna ask Zephyr to identify the rock she got to.
We just dump like 100 items.
Just put it in a pile.
Yours is very easy. I know exactly what yours is. Yours is a summoning stone.
We just need to hire a guy to come do Identify for you.
History check that because you said it was a.
Just teach me the identify spell. I know it's not my spell list, but give it to me.
You just hire a guy. It's all one spell.
What spell?
The rock that the Mind Flayer gave to her. You said I recognized it. I said I did a history check and you didn't respond.
Oh, got it. Apologies. You used this before, but you were what got summoned into a dark cave. You couldn't move, but you know that there were two what you assumed to be dragons in the cave. This was pre-stream.
I thought they were ogres.
He never got confirmation. He wasn't able to look at them. Same, like the exact same, like airily, like part of a batch, likely made by an individual. You used the stone before.
Potentially sent to the same place.
Potential, or it could be the same kind of magic. That is to say, important when I say summoning stone, Kayla, if you use it, you get summoned to him.
Oh. Okay.
Who gave it to you?
The Mind Flayer.
That said, as you would know, as you interacted with this, it does open a small portal, much like his tree walk?
Pass through trees.
Pass through trees. That is to say, multiple people could come with you, and it specifically would open to him. Ken, and then during the... So I'm pulling up the old shop. This stuff is loading. For your downtime. Explain what you're doing.
I would want to basically split it between three things majoritarily, however you say that. The first one, or first of the three, would be Zinderhold, basically trying to figure out if I could find some way to change a single arena to accomplish what I was saying, where it will connect to the land between in a more concrete way rather than the snapshot that it's currently at. Basically trying to see if I can just enhance it somehow, some way. I'm still not quite certain how the magic works. The second thing would be to continue working on my Tiamat cure. And then the third thing that I remembered until just barely. Can I come back to you on that?
Only thing I'll say is, again, same thing as him. Take into account normal downtime rolls. If you're...
3 weeks at 1 week per.
Would mean that none of them are done as
they're hack jobs.
Efficiently.
Yeah, they're hack jobs would be a great way to put that.
You roll disadvantage on all
The
of
idea
them.
behind a downtime is that you're spending at minimum 2 weeks specifically on that
I thought
task.
downtime was 1 week.
No, downtime has always been 2 weeks in D&D.
What?
I don't know.
I'll double check. Let me double check. I'll make sure.
And ultimately, like, depending on the difficulty of it, like if you have downtime to make play armor, that's not happening. Unless you have creation.
You can do that in a single day.
Single action.
The answer is there's no true rhyme or reason. It's a flexible period, typically done in intervals of a week, month, 6 months, or a year.
Yep, that makes sense.
But you are right that it is typically a week.
I can do it for a more specified thing. There were 3 ideas that I had that I wanted to do.
Yeah, well, for now,
We're gonna take more downtime is what I'm hearing right now.
the research on how they actually deploy the arenas in Zinderhold, you know that in the way that they do it, that is not possible.
I knew I'd have to fundamentally change the magic.
The way that to just explain this, how the arenas actually work, the land in between is again almost like an echo of the real world It's an echo of each realm. There are places in the celestial plane that echo within the land in between. Same thing with the material plane, with the elemental plane. It is basically where all things overlap. That is to say, though, it is still technically a different space, much like the ethereal plane in standard D&D. The arenas that they deploy are connecting to the ethereal plane, not the actual material plane. They're effectively taking duplications of the environments that they want, and then basically porting that, I guess would be the word I have, porting that onto an arena.
So the reason why I thought my idea would work is because he was able to port the Crystal Eye, which the Crystal Eye literally does not have
Maybe
a connection
possible.
To the
That is the reason I was saying this is like a brief summary. You're able to quickly determine that incredible mages spent years figuring out how to actually do this without further knowledge of the land in between and how that magic actually functions. Or without specifically having access to the storm in between, the between storm. You likely would not have the means to do that. Your best idea that you're able to get from it is that you would need a radical source of magic.
Or someone much more smarter than I.
Get some researchers on it.
I mean, just one. I'll send a bird.
2?
August.
Do I need to delete one of my birds?
I have 4.
Okay.
You did delete some of your birds. You gave them to him.
Yes.
Okay, and then the second one is you're continuing to work on rune weaving to continue to...
Basically, I want... Because I already have, like, spent out of time, like, actually, like, creating it, but I want in-game time to have spent, like, dozens of hours on this, so you can be like, yeah, it's possible it would work.
Okay, so you are researching a cure for Tiamat, effectively.
Yes.
Continue to utilize rune weaving, and then I assume also within that study, kind of using your Mode of the Infinite as a baseline, as I believe this is part of it.
I would be integrating the Mode of Infinite into my plan, yes.
Okay. That is what I believe you have
multi-stagnation.
Gurgle helping with as well.
Correct. Also the meeting tomorrow morning.
We will go to that. That's his meeting with the individual who made the arcane cannon, who is the eccentric individual. And then Tiku, I believe you already said what you're kind of doing. Humanitarian efforts to... Is the goal behind that to gain support effectively for your group, or what is the goal behind the humanitarian efforts? Because typically when you're feeding hungry people, you can kind of push any message you want.
The goal is to start to undermine, obviously, Trumus's church, but just like, like the crafters focusing too much of their time on their crafts and that we have to starve kind of thing. But Talos is a natural bounty. I'm relying on Zephyr to send me these like oracles that do this while I cook.
So you're preaching.
No, like they could preach. Tiku's not preaching.
So we're taking my church effectively will be taking doing the propaganda for her while she serves out the food.
Okay,
We look at Tiku's just serving food nonchalantly.
Tiku's just serving food.
Just does it and like, anything. We're like, you know what? This would be a good way to leverage this. All right, guys.
Okay. So basically evangelical work,
Yeah.
specifically targeting the followers of Moradin to lessen their influence within the city and
Well,
to
and,
strengthen
maybe we shouldn't have
We'll
have
see what happens
government
when
and
Zephyr
church.
does this thing.
Maybe we shouldn't have government and church combined, right? Like maybe we should, like we could do that angle a little as well, like to reach more people.
Okay. So you are going to need to make a check for this because this will backfire if you roll too low.
Okay, well it's not me, so like,
This is your guys's. This is kind of what you guys are doing.
Cooking. Do I do like a check for cooking? Because that's what Tiku's
I would allow a survival check to first start with like how well are you actually facilitating.
What type of a check is it?
So like, how good is her food?
Will influence the check.
Yeah.
Is what it's going to be.
By the way, whatever happens is going to have to play out after my thing. Yes, my thing is going to heavily affect
the church, your church in particular. Yeah.
It's going to heavily influence.
If it's a persuasion, I would assist.
Yeah, he can.
keep in mind this would not be a single check, so this would be you'd also be dedicating your downtime to it then.
Oh, then no.
Okay. All right, so
Effectively Hiram's allowing two things to happen during downtime.
And then the other part is training up an apprentice, and hopefully the person we're training up is willing to come with me to the Cobalt tribe. Is the idea, or that we can so we can set up like a teleport so I could.
So, again, just a point of clarity, it's not, you don't have just one person, you have a huge group of people. That is to say, it'd be very easy to find one that would be interested enough in your transformation that he'd be willing to accompany you to a Kobold tribe.
Okay.
But you guys are training a group of individual as part of the agreement that Razu had made with Dalaran agreement, part of the relationship. Your idea is to help him be able to facilitate building out the Crimson Covenant more and more, to make a funnily enough, the thing that you guys were originally worried about, which was the king building a super army of blood hunters, you're helping Dalaran facilitate that. So it's just not the king doing it, it's Dalaran.
It's not about what, it's about who.
Well, and
Apparently.
they're gonna help me convert kobolds and stuff too. Is the idea? As soon as we figure out like the rune, Tiku really wants the rune now that she knows it exists.
For the sake of this,
that will determine if someone's compatible with it or not. And I really don't care if like compatible with all combining or whatever. I really just care about like the Tiku or the Kobold transformation, right? So it doesn't need to be quite that fancy potentially.
so that one Tiku would be relying on mostly Kane and or Razu.
Right, but I want to set it up so that when we know the infrastructure's there,
Okay.
that we could
For the sake of this,
convert the kobolds as much as possible. That's the idea.
I don't know if it'll be applicable, but the individual who is going to accompany you to your tribe eventually is Seraphina. She's an Aarakocra.
Okay.
That is just to say that is the researcher who will pseudo be becoming a part of your tribe, I suppose. Okay, then you're going to hold your survival check until I actually know what is exactly you are doing.
I did remember my third thing. If you
Okay.
want to say real quick.
You can do his thing if you want.
It
real
was
quick.
just simply to, if he was doing any blood hunter transformations, I'd like to be there to watch, and also Omerton's thing. Watch and learn to see if there's anything I can do to improve the process, any way I can learn from it, just any of that.
Yep, Kane being there.
Or if
Being
it's-
present is fine.
Kane being there.
Omerton is relying on your expertise. The experimentation for that would be your deciding.
No, that was me learning that and doing Omerton's thing if he wants to.
Omerton's kind of baseline for that was that if you feel there's a magic that you could give him that would give him power, he would be open to trying it. But he was leaving it up to your discretion.
Okay.
And then the
Don't
one that he
test it
threw
on-
out there was extreme. He's like, effectively, hypothetically, could you take Drumus's power and give it to me?
Okay. Got
Yeah,
it.
but you would explode.
You get to decide. Again, he's leaving that to you, though. This isn't...
I was just saying during the downtime, I would want to do that, is what I was saying.
Well, you need
What are
to
you
test
trying to
on
feed to him?
not the prince first. I'm just saying.
Don't kill another prince.
There are still rolls involved. There is a chance that it could go wrong.
I probably want to do something simple and basic. I've already actually done it. I'd do another Ring of Protection. I've already done that for myself. It wouldn't be too hard to do it, to basically repeat the process. I assume he has a Ring of Protection that he could give me, because I don't.
He'd be able to get one.
Yeah.
They're not just everywhere.
Yes.
He would be able to get one. That. Go ahead and make your. I'm trying to think of a name for it. Because it's technically separate from rune weaving. There are two different
Yes.
magics. Rune weaving is one side of it, and then the other
Some
side.
kind of magic manipulation.
We'll work on it. Go ahead and roll.
32.
God damn.
Kane's good
You
at
would
this.
successfully be able to make Omerton slightly more tanky. Again, for a little bit.
What it gave for, so I'm just curious, what it gave for me was a +1 to AC. Could I do it more efficiently for him now that I've had a lot more practice?
Do you want to try and increase the effects?
Will he explode?
I have no idea. I obviously would research, can he handle it?
I don't know.
What can he handle? You
Do
guys
what?
haven't experimented yet. This is
Then
for-
I'll stick with the basics. Fair
It's
enough.
like it's like you just need to find some like test subjects, you know.
No!
It's like, how much can I put into you before you pop? That much.
Okay, so again, you'd be successful. You'd be able to give him the 1 AC. And then I'll also say, now that you've done one, Omerton's capacity for magic exceeds yours by a lot. He is...
Why?
He is to say
'Cause
he has
he's
almost
built
no
better.
power himself. He is an empty vessel, but his goblet is very large.
Basically, after I put the magic inside of him, I'm gonna start off small, just in case. That was barely a drop in the bucket. What is your lineage?
Dwarven?
Mind players.
Mind flayers? I could do that 100 more times and you'd still have room to grow.
I don't have 100 more rings, though.
I could do the process a lot more efficiently. It's just a little more dangerous if I pull out more magic. But the experiment was successful.
I have some cards you can inject him with now.
Inject him with the fiend.
This
Those
would
were
kind of...
gifts.
Gale from Baldur's Gate. This would start him on a conquest. Speaking of Omerton, to find magic items that he thinks might actually potentially be
Consumable?
of interest to him, is what I was going to say, but specifically the magic of it.
Nom nom.
But that is the only one you'd be able to do in
by
the
magic
time.
energies.
Is, again, this would be a shorter time, so you would just be doing the one. Okay.
Okay, so I want to go to the church. I don't know how much you want to play out. Effectively, I'm going to spread word of new commandments from Talos and preaching the rules and stuff of Riveron in direct opposition of the current rule set. I'm his champion. I spread the word.
2 separate checks.
Okay.
First one's a wisdom saving throw.
Your info if you need to.
For what it's worth, I'll tell you what this is. So the wisdom saving throw is a DC 18. And this is going to either impose disadvantage on your next roll, because Golrosh is going to be impacting your ability to properly preach by basically messing you up or taking over in some of them. So the effects will be enough so that it'd be at disadvantage.
That is 22.
22 is high enough that you would be able to curb Golrosh not liking your teachings, trying to usurp the teachings of Talos. And then the next would be a religion.
Okay.
You technically can use persuasion as well, but I doubt you want to.
Religion. We're using religion.
And then you do get a... Or, Tiku, what'd you get in your survival?
I don't remember. Hold on.
If you really don't, you can just re-roll it. It was going to affect this. That's why I said hold on to it, because I knew I wouldn't remember.
I don't remember.
Just re-roll.
Well, that's fine. That's one. Cooking?
Mm-hmm.
That was like a conversation with you.
7 plus 4 is 11.
33.
7, 4, 33.
Dirty
Next
30.
part.
Jeebus. Okay. That means
I forgot my number. Okay.
that
there
means you
go.
get a D10.
Add a
Oh,
D10 to
okay.
it. That's where you said like 40 something.
29.
Not
my total.
quite. You didn't breach the 30. Okay, still substantial. Substantial.
Do I inspire it?
What'd you roll on the D20?
What?
What'd you roll on the D20? 12? That's a 40% chance to get higher.
Nah. We'll leave it.
Okay.
29.
So 29 again.
Every roll doesn't need to be above a 30.
So part of this would also slightly bring down tension within the city between Moradin's faction and and Talos is in this case, because Riveron is actually a much more compatible god with others. Talos, not so much. So some of the discourse between the churches would definitely be not brought low, but brought much lower than it is now. And this is fully what you're dedicating the whole time to?
Oh, I need to do the book thing too, but I don't know how long that's going to be.
That depends on how you decide what you decide to do. Okay, so
this would be the majority. I'll spend the next week on the book, at most.
Okay, so you said you got a 29.
Yeah, I'll spend the 2 weeks here and spend last week on the book.
By the end of the 2 weeks, not by your own doing, but when you go to the churches of Riveron and now Talos, before Riveron again, white and blue hair, Talos that pure almost kind of like deep red. There seems to be a strand of blue in his hair. Again, not by his understanding. And the followers, so as you interact with individuals via preaching and even just like almost like both for your own research as well as to kind of test the limits of this, asking individuals about the single strand of hair, they would acknowledge it as if it had always been there. That is the visage of Talos. Pure red hair streaked with a single line of white.
I'm going to play the same fucking game.
End of the 2 weeks.
We'll play this game, huh?
So as you kind of start to get to that, and this would be around the same time that you would
I've
notice
always
that
been the champion of Talos. Why wouldn't we, agree?
Why wouldn't we? Like, I'm preaching his laws, man. Like, I'm the highest authority.
as soon as you actually realize that and you kind of finish preaching, Golroj would prompt you. Says, so I have a question, more of a request actually, but very high potential. So consider it for a moment. I know we're currently fighting over you, I guess you could say. It's not entirely productive. And you're looking for allies, yeah?
Yes.
What are your thoughts on having your bird? It seems, at least his father understands how to imbue minds. I think he could take mine out of you and put me somewhere else.
But then I just have to deal with you again.
You make deals with demons, we can make some kind of agreement. And also, don't get it twisted, I very much so plan to usurp Talos. And I can say, I find what you're doing most discomforting.
Let me think here. So this could be above table here. This could be fun to do almost like two students both trying to strive for the seat effectively.
It's failed there. It's failed there. It's failed there.
Well, yeah. I'm just like it could be a fun story beat.
Listen,
obviously it's not.
Failed many times to eventually get that one.
Obviously, it's not the smart play though, because it's better just to have him stuck, because then he's not an opponent.
Until he becomes you, or becomes an opponent. Yeah.
I can help you kill the other champions, even gods.
Yeah, but don't want you to be another Talos.
Holy shit!
I mean, that would
We
be
thought
the
there,
goal.
we thought Tarek
I
or
see that.
Zephyr was going to have to go away for a while because we couldn't agree. But now we have Golroj. I'm just saying.
You're saying Golroj is gonna replace Zephyr?
I'm saying Trinity will play Golroj now.
So literally what I just fucking said?
Good news. What you're doing seems to be slow acting. You don't have to make a decision right away.
Yeah.
Just thought I'd put the idea in your head. I am, after all, a powerful ally.
Are you though? Currently you've been reduced to a voice in his head.
Yeah, I'll think about this. And then above table, like, we would need to, if we, like, I would need some kind of incentive on that.
Oh,
like,
I know.
Yeah,
This is
okay.
him throwing it out for you. The one thing he will add, though, is the food for thought. Is do you really think you got control of the Red Lightning by yourself?
No, I think it was forced upon me mostly. I'm like a lightning rod to that shit.
You're not wrong. Perhaps it'd be beneficial to show you what it is actually doing to you. He would actually go silent at that point.
Oh no.
Okay, so with that,
It's like Baldur's Gate 3 when the Emperor takes away his protection for half a second. You're like, ah!
so that would be
Okay.
that interaction, and then with the book, so you were going to start by identifying it, right?
Yeah, I'll just run. I'll ritual cast detect magic, speed cast my identify.
Am I there while you're doing this?
Yeah. I'm gonna. I'll probably have him there. Just for like, especially like the initial stuff, just to make sure I don't like go fucking, start
Crazy?
Yeah, crazy, and start
Before you-
start ritual casting, Circle of Death or something on the city.
Before you do anything magical related to that book, I should inform you, as I'm pretty sure you know this already, but the book is sentient.
Oh,
Similar to
what's?
the other.
I mean, everything I talk to is sentient.
Yes. But what I'm saying is, it might have already been influencing you without your knowledge.
That's kind of my life.
Can you walk me
Zephyr's
through
eyes get big.
your thought process behind your decision to return Zestaria to herself?
What do you mean my decision? Like, why I made the choice to do that?
Why you made the choice?
Ultimately, to save her.
This book desires Zestaria as its host above all others.
Zestaria or Z?
Omratin only knew one Zestaria, and that being Z. But you had the book in your possession when you erased Z. So it's entirely possible the book knew of Zestaria Prime and utilized you to follow through with it. I'm just saying, are you absolutely confident that decision was yours?
Extremely confident.
I'm like, I confident? I mean, yeah, I made the decision. I mean, I feel like I made the decision, but that would be the case no matter what I did. So, no, I have faith that what I did was the correct course of action, and that's about all I can say.
Forewarning when you mess with this thing. Apparently it's quite powerful.
And so am I.
Hubris has never led anyone astray.
That invention, nothing gained. We go.
Okay, so you're starting by identifying it?
So we're running detect magic, and then we identify it. So that way, I'm just most aware about all magic shit that's going on with this thing as I can be.
Malrith as well, in case we need to stop him.
Okay. This is an artifact. So it is along the lines of magical items. This is extremely powerful and has multiple effects. First of which is the spell book. It has an excessive amount of spells inside. However, you would have to open it to figure out what exactly the spells are. I will say with Identify, just to give you a little bit of context due to the nature of the spell.
Gonna guess mostly
How many
necromantic.
level there are?
I would say this would definitely be enticing to Zephyr, as there are 36 spells in this spell book.
Never mind.
No, it's. I mean,
6 of them are 9th level.
It's like 36 spell books or spells.
Well,
there's none of them you know. Now I'm interested.
I think you know 3
I'll
of them,
figure it.
if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. I mean,
33 unknown
I'd have to open
spells.
up.
33 unknown
spell.
I will even give you a little bit more. 6 spells that are not in the typical D&D spellbook.
Okay. It's like, I sense strange magics in you. I want them.
Very, very much so foreign. So do with that whatever you want.
Oh.
In addition to that,
Told you that this spellbook fears rune weaving and was most likely created at the same time.
Okay.
along those lines, or not along those lines, but continuing.
I don't understand rune weaving, so.
Much like a soul weapon, a weapon capable of stealing souls, like what was used on, or what was initially attempted to be used on Z, as well as Liliana. This is a soul weapon spellbook. That is to say, when people are killed utilizing this as a spell focus, it can steal their souls and seal them within the spellbook.
Wait, does that mean Grittytag's soul is in there?
This again, the spellbook, when utilized for its magic, will take people's
And I assume
their
it's
souls in.
booby trapped in some way that I'm going to have to resist, getting my soul sucked out, and then Goldrage just takes over my body after that happens. And
And then lastly, you are able to identify that there is a very, very effectively potent form of bestow curse on this book if you were to open it. But without opening it, that is the effects you'd have. That is the spell book, spell focus. It can effectively steal souls.
I just let everyone know. And just be like, all right.
And we can't get rid of this curse beforehand.
I think it destroys the book.
It would destroy the book.
And you're willing to risk it.
I mean, I did it with the cube. And we need answers, right?
But does this book have the answers?
Well, I'll find out for you. I opened the book.
Disintegrate!
Just
You learn its properties and how to use them. Okay, so one other important thing about this book, I was just double checking and identify it before I told these last couple things. One other thing about this book.
If I don't open the book, like it's
reading this book would increase your wisdom modifier by 2. Or sorry, your wisdom score by 2, so your wisdom modifier by 1. And then lastly,
Multiple people read that book?
Who wants that?
it's
Don't read the book. Don't read the book. Guys.
when I say read this book, it's not just read the book. This is an attuned spell focus.
yeah.
So if you want to utilize this, it becomes your spell focus. It gives you a +2 to wisdom. It gives you access to all the spells that are inside, unless you just copy them and steal them. And then the very last property is when I say it can steal souls, it steals souls to feed them to whatever is at the top of it. The book is alive.
And it's hungry.
Always.
Does Identify tell him who made the book?
No, it does not. Okay, and we do wish to open the book, yes?
Yes, we shall open the book.
Okay, so to start, you do need to do the wisdom, I believe it's wisdom saving throw. Check the spell.
I'm gonna check that.
He's bardic inspiration with you, right?
I was hoping so.
That's why you had him.
Yep.
Okay, so it is a wisdom saving throw. It is a DC 24.
I'll have Dispel Magic ready. I don't think it's gonna make a fucking difference though.
Guidance.
Guidance doesn't help with saving throws.
Bless.
I don't have Bless.
I have less.
It is also
But
very.
I can't run Detect Magic and Bless.
Correct.
I think it would also give you the bestow curse is level 9.
Jesus!
Okay, what's the save again?
24.
D12, and a
Wisdom?
D20.
Wisdom saving throw DC 24.
We're given inspiration for this moment. Definitely for this moment.
You also have human inspiration.
Yeah, I do.
right?
He's got both of them.
For this moment.
You gotta roll the D12 too. You can roll maximum on the D12.
It don't matter what he's rolling.
And you replace it with that too! Oh no!
Inspiration
doesn't work like that, right? Like
He said that you would replace the roll.
Inspiration replaces your roll. I'm pretty sure. Let me
Was that a nat 1? Is that what I saw?
Yeah, the last one's a nat 1.
Jesus!
So he rolled a 3, a 5, and a 1.
7. So 12 total.
Oh no!
That was bad rolls.
Watch this tree.
Yeah.
So I was just double checking it as well. If we're using the inspiration via D&D, normal inspiration has to be used before you roll. This is actually important. Normal inspiration, like human inspiration, is actually supposed to be used before you roll.
Oh.
Okay. I just learned that. DM inspiration will let you re-roll after seeing any result, and accept the new die.
Okay.
Is exactly the way that does. I might actually.
But it's thematic that the last roll was the worst.
Right.
We'll think on that. That said, all of those are a fail. Zephyr would immediately become catatonic.
Dispel magic would go off.
In fact, to you, Zephyr would immediately die. All vital signs would stop.
Dispel magic would go off.
Okay. Go ahead.
Actually, so is it a spell affecting me?
I think it's a curse, which is not a spell.
Hang on. I gotta know. AKA, I need to know for dispel magic specifically.
I don't have any other contingencies. I can't affect curses. If dispel magic doesn't work, I'm SOL. Other than Greater Restoration.
It's not a spell in a traditional sense.
I wouldn't know that though.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you'd still dispel magic. Go ahead.
I just needed to know that specifically for a thing.
23. That would have been so good.
Could have used it on the book.
Cloak of spell resistance, bro.
Right.
I assume I know I rolled high enough that like.
Oh,
if
very
that-
much.
Oh,
You
you
know that the
felt good.
spell is potent enough to actually go within. So this would be within about an hour. His skin would grow cold to touch, in a very familiar sense.
Call a doctor.
I was going to do stuff. I would immediately follow it up with a Greater Restoration. Again, I do what I got to do. I don't even know if Greater Restoration would help, but yeah, that's the only
Dispel magic. Greater restoration.
It's just if Greater Restoration works or not.
CPR.
So basically, the dispel magic
Mouth to
would go
mouth.
off, and just describe it a little bit. Basically, Kane would grab his necklace, and basically a burning heat would like sear his palm to the point that like an inner glow would actually start to see through his hands, and this almost like a illusory dragon, a golden dragon would almost come out of the amulet and basically fly up and around and then slam into Zephyr's chest, a engulfing, cleansing flame completely encompassing his entire form before fizzling out into nothing.
Just to realize it didn't work.
And
With
I would
no effect as well.
snarl and grabbing the diamond dust. Again, my hand's still burning from the thing, incinerating the dust in my hand and just slamming it onto his chest, half doing like CPR as the flames completely encase him, again to no effect. God damn it, Zephyr. Why?
While the resurrection does not bring him back to life,
Restoration?
no, the Greater
Restoration,
Restoration
yeah.
also takes diamond dust.
Yeah.
I was going to follow it up with Revivify.
Yeah, remember.
Okay, so Greater Restoration did nothing.
All right, and then finally, just like pulling out an entire chunk of diamond dust to the point of spilling even slightly more, 350 worth specifically. Again, just incinerating it and basically causing the diamond dust to completely cover his body, and I just live, damn you! And slamming my hands down as engulfing flame, completely incinerating the bed beneath him as I cast Revivify.
Hey, I got mad cash. It's fine. Well, we had mad cash.
You would be decently confused upon casting Revivify. Is again, the magic doesn't seem to work, doesn't seem to take hold, but he opens his eyes. For
I don't know
you,
what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
for you, Zephyr, the book is closed. You never actually dropped it. You are now attuned to it.
Oh, great. We're going to remove my Ring of Spell Storing in the meantime.
Okay, so it does let you choose because you're currently attuned to 3 items, right?
Yes.
And you're doing the Ring of Spell Storing.
I think so. Let me double check, make sure I'm remembering my... Because obviously the arm I'm keeping and the amulet I'm keeping. There's no way I'm swapping those two.
Okay. It breaks the item whose attunement it replaces.
Woo!
So the magic
That's-
from the Ring of Spell Storing would be destroyed by the book. With that being the case,
You know what's crazy about this book too? Is that I project its mind forward. Because of the subclass I am.
you now have...
It becomes an actual thing that exists in the physical world.
Your book actually like manifests mine.
Yep.
So you now have...
Join Zephyr's brain.
I'll send you the spell list, but you
crap
now
in
have
there.
access to the full breadth of
Okay.
spells. Yeah, there's way too many of these.
Okay,
Just
okay,
read off
okay.
to you. I will. There's a very large list of spells that I will be sending over to you. You instantly have access to those. You gained the ability.
I feel like I woke up like, oh, I never opened this. Oh, let's open it.
I would slam my hands down on you as you look around and you are literally covered in ash.
Kane opens the book.
What the hell?
Those are my favorite
happened?
robes.
2 additional things. And I apologize, I didn't mention this, but this is also really included. You've gained the ability to Shadow Walk as a bonus action, much like Misty Step.
Oh, great. That's mostly why I was using Ring of Spell Storing anyways.
Whoa.
It is a bonus action, only can be used once per long rest.
Okay.
But you can Shadow Step again as a bonus
but
action.
I need
once per long rest.
shadows. Yeah.
Yes, it must be done from a shadow. Light would negate this ability. It is Zestaria, as well as you guys saw.
Light would negate it and support it.
Yes.
It's complicated.
you understand what it means.
Yeah.
Light is required, but the absence is also required.
Again, your
I'll
wisdom
make that
score would
better.
be increased by 2. And then, lastly, the
Oh,
only
forgot
notable
to keep item.
difference, apart from the fact that you can no longer feel cold, you no longer need to breathe, you no longer feel cold.
Oh god, I'm dead.
You're immune to cold.
You are straight immune to cold damage.
Oh great.
And then,
This is
lastly,
fine.
immediately, there's an image in your head. So when you had spoken with Grintag about the cathedral, that stone, he had almost described to you an image that he could see in his head, and that is how he started to describe the face that was in the stone, that was the mind flare that you eventually figured out ended up being their headquarters.
I'm assuming I can say this out loud, right? Okay. Effectively, what's happening is I like as I come to, I wake up and then all of a sudden like my eyes roll back to the back of my head like I'm possessed and I'm just like starting to spout off like this crazy shit.
What he would spout off
in like the most like demonic, like ghostly.
What he would spout off is the scene. Massive snowstorm. You're standing outside in front of what appears to be a large stone fortress. Somehow you can see into a window on what would be effectively like the 13th floor of this castle, almost like the top room of one of the towers. And there's an individual who seems to be sitting on a chair, his hands over the hilt of a broadsword, almost seemingly stabbed into the stone. It's slightly the stone has almost been blended. Think like when you're spinning a piece of wood into a log. Instead, it's like he's been slowly moving this in the stone long enough that there's almost a hole at the tip of the broad blade. As soon as you seem to appear in this and you have this vision, you can see that individual in the snow. He goes, welcome to the flock. That'll be it.
Good to be here.
That is all the effects.
Okay.
And then again, I'll get you the spell list. but-
I'll make the
Welcome
item
to
later.
the fog?
to the flock.
Flock.
Oh great. More gods. Or undead.
Sorry, one last thing that I would say is you are now
Am I a lich?
as you are now the user of the book, you know that if you kill someone with magic right now, this is not choice. This happens. If you use magic to kill someone, its soul gets trapped in the book.
Tiku interception.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, Tiku can fight over it.
It doesn't seem to influence your will or
Yeah.
anything like that at all.
It just wants me to kill people.
It just wants you to feed
Zephyr,
it.
are you there?
Uh,
Answer me!
Yeah,
As I
I'm
grab his
fine.
shoulders and basically slam him to the
I just, my eyes
Eyes
roll.
readjust.
Yeah, I'm here.
He's cold to the touch.
That was freaky.
Freaky.
Yes,
That's all you have to say.
I mean I've been in the cube.
Thought you were dead.
Probably should change the music for that. Whoops. We're back now.
I stopped feeling look for my pulse. It might be.
There is no pulse. You have all the same symptoms that Grintag did.
I always play Zephyr as like he's very like detached from his like mortal form anymore.
Well, are you still Zephyr? Or are you Gold Rouge? Or someone else?
I mean,
I would inside this as well.
I don't know if Golrosh is good enough at faking.
I'm more charismatic than you.
Inside again. 29. I have rolled so well. This is not good.
How-
Zephyr.
However, I'm curious if I do this. Well, we can spell manifest mind.
So your manifest mind works. It is no longer a silhouette of you.
That's what I was thinking. It's like,
It's a silhouette of Golrosh. As you guys would see a familiar orcish figure.
That's not points in your favor.
I would also say because it was before it's always been made out of the
Lightning.
kind of had it as like lightning. It's now red lightning as well.
do you think Golrosh should be dumb enough to do that? Or maybe he is smart. Nah, he's an idiot.
I'll grab
I'm pretty
Zephyr
sure his
and pull
stats
him
are
up.
higher than yours.
Yeah, but he's wisdom based.
I'll grab his hand and pull him up to his feet.
Is the book influencing you at all?
Oh yeah, for sure. But
Any negative ways?
it wants me to feed it souls.
We knew that going in.
Yeah. But other than that, seems pretty on the up and up. I mean, compared to the other things we deal with.
Well, no talking shit to Gurgle.
There's a shit ton of spells in here, though.
I guess I'll leave you to your nerdington. Don't
Yeah.
burn down the city.
That's kind of Gurgle's thing. I'm more of a flashy guy.
Don't incinerate the city. Don't eviscerate the city.
That's fine. It won't be this city.
Okay.
We all know I will do that to Baklaval if I go.
All right, and then Mr. Clay, you are continuing to facilitate your dealings in the underground. Is this specifically for the church, or is this continuing the trade takedown? I guess.
So the trade takedown, that's with Zephyr's partners. This is specifically for the church, spreading rumors and actually having a second avenue for people to fall back on that relied on charity from the church, such as opening clinics, such as opening soup kitchens, things like that, as well as preaching and spreading rumors about Church of Moradin and of why can't I think his name?
Telos?
No.
Dudre? Drumas?
Drumas, that's it.
Okay. Okay, so is most of that is effectively perusing of a sense. It'd be probably do 2 separate persuasion rolls. Do one for basically connecting people with the backup plan that you're facilitating with the help of the Thorn Scale merchants, and then a separate one for the convincing people that Drumus ain't great as a TLDR.
So first roll is a 34.
Nice.
Dirty 34.
When 29 is the low roll of your group.
And the second
Well, when we're doing the things we're good at.
is a dirty 25.
Was it Kayla that did the dirty 30? Are you the one
Yeah.
that started
Yeah.
this?
Yes.
Well, because I wanted to show you it's not a dirty.
It was
or
Kelmia
not
with the
natural.
dirty 30.
I think she had the first dirty 30 too, because it was like with Derek and everyone buffing her, and then it was the first 30, and then she said it. And now we're corrupted forever. Okay. Sorry, it was 31 and then
No, it was 34.
34
25.
and then 25. Okay, as the undermining of the church has begun. With that, this is where we would kind of be skipping over those 3 weeks as if we're
Yeah. Just to, because I would assume over the week I am going to be trying to, now that I've attuned to the book and stuff, figuring out like why they're fighting over after this so hard and why it wanted Zestaria.
Yo, why are you important?
That is okay. So
That's
if
the
you're
rest
wanting,
of his week.
Yeah. That because that's my week, right? We don't have to go super deep into it, but
kind of.
okay.
Okay, so never mind. We're not skipping this.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. You
We skipped 2 weeks already. We're on last week.
okay, so
Because I knew this was gonna fuck up my entire religious stuff. So
We do this at the
First.
end.
Gotta do that first.
as you as you start to try and study the book, interact with it, and glean more information on why do Azlos assassins want it? What have they been looking to gain from this?
and if it wants a
as
soul,
well as-
I consider offering it gold roges.
do you consider or do you offer?
I consider it mostly to scare gold roge.
Wait. No.
I mean, this would be an option.
As you think about it, like as you're studying the book, the soul that is at the top of it, that is being fed souls, and you knew this even from the moment you attuned to it. You have a connection to that. You're now Razu. Now you also have multiple things in your head. Overall, your
I
research
acknowledge
is,
them all, though.
Overall, your research is unfortunately quite uneventful or unsuccessful until you think about offering it Golroj's soul. And then you again find yourself in that snowy terrain. Terrace is what I was trying to say. You find yourself in that snowy terrace. This time the individual seems to be standing at the window, still holding his sword, kind of balancing on it and looking down towards you. He says, I could give you something for that. To which you would get the wait.
Wait a minute.
It's like, well, we're all here to have a conversation about this.
This creature who, as it has come up to the window, almost like it was revealing itself to you, is very, very clearly undead. As you can see its bones with almost like loose skin that hang from its flesh. And
Zephyr knows he has to make deals with all kinds of creatures for this, so
this creature looks familiar to you. It's different, but it is still clear that this creature is. Well, it's better to say the magic of this creature seems familiar to you. To whatever the creature that Kelmia seemed to spawn from the book or from the card.
Okay.
That is to say, Zephyr is extremely confident this is a lich.
Yeah. It's like I was pretty sure there's been a lich thing going on here. I probably am a lich at this point.
With that, it seems to almost ponder for a moment. Is this?
I believe the reason they look for me is fairly simple. They seek power. Specifically, that is the power to control. You think you're the same, you feel the same, you are the same in many ways, but your will is now malleable.
You are in part, and he would almost like reaching or grabbing something from the hilt of his sword, seems to pull out vibrant electricity as it crackles as he pulls it out of the hilt of the sword. He says, "You are." It's back.
You are still you, but those who control the book can control those within it. For example,
As he kind of raises his hand and point, almost like coming or forming in the snow next to you. Which also makes you realize in this moment as well, you are a human snowman of yourself. That is actually what you were looking for, looking through. And another, effectively, a humanoid snowman of Grinteg would appear next to you, and then immediately kneel.
as you are the current user, you can command those under me. They will seek you out, seeking purpose. They are but fragments left over from my magic.
This isn't too much different than my church.
A little bit more controlling.
Yeah,
but
I
yes.
get that, but
Now
influencing
you understand where the
hearts and
inspiration
minds.
came from.
So Golroj, why shouldn't I sacrifice you to this thing?
Golroj would immediately also appear as effectively like an iteration of snow of himself.
Because you said Gold Rouge.
Did I? Apologies. The first one was supposed to be Grinteg.
Green tick. That makes sense, yeah.
I made that was a mistake. So
think you
Grinteg
said
was
that.
the one
Yeah.
who kneeled
But
to
they
you.
both start with G, so
Yeah.
You're right.
Okay.
Sorry. That was my
So
bad.
Golroj would now appear in snow next to you. And he would not bow. I'm not currently under the effects of these books, and again, strong potential ally, for one. For two,
I'm better than you.
I am what is curbing Talos' influence over you. You really think he was just going to leave you alone that much? He would hold his hand out, which would start to pulse with that same like red lightning. He says, I will say I can't do it forever. But I can also say, well, let's say you won't be friendly to your friends without me.
We got ourselves a good old Mexican standoff here, boys.
You need me a lot more than I need you. Okay. No, that's not what I meant.
All right. Now I have everybody where I want them.
You asked it one more question. I apologize. What was the second one? You asked why were people looking for the book.
Why were you looking to?
Why do you want
find
Zestaria?
Zestaria, specifically Z, maybe the full Zestaria.
A deal made long ago, never fulfilled. Your black wizard got his nickname from me. And a payment, much like you call them most hags, firstborn. Deals take inspiration in many forms. She was supposed to be mine. She still is. I designed this for her, in fact. If you give it to her, I could give you whatever you want.
That all sounds like bad ideas. However, I assume you're willing to help me because I am one not to shy away from Destroying people I find unworthy to be in this world. And our party isn't really against soul snatching.
I look forward to it. Again, he pulls that lightning out of the hilt of the sword again.
However, no innocence. I will not kill innocence. And now you know this is like a broad like.
Who's innocent? Really?
As he pulls the lightning from the hilt of the sword again, it's got a green hue to it.
And if you fuck me, you'll never see another soul.
As long as you deliver, I don't care where they come from.
Good thing I did this Astaria stuff already. All right.
As long as you kill, we'll be on good terms.
That was Golroge's deal too.
What's your name?
Zephyr doesn't care about names. Yeah, he'll ask.
Zephyr
You should do your own research on this thing.
I can just like effectively like, what's your name? Okay, there you go, Tiku. That's what's fun about playing a wizard as an awakened spellbook. Literally just has a mind.
Olzan.
What?
His name is Olzan.
Olzan.
Now you go research what the hell that
Z-A-N.
if this thing is a real thing.
With that is your answers to your two questions.
There we go.
But now knowing he's not going to get gold roses, so you would be back to your own devices.
He'll get other things. He'll be fine.
There you go. There's an actual mutual relationship for you.
Right.
You help me, I help you.
Me and Golroge all of a sudden just got real friendly too. He's like, wait a second. Okay, I'm helping you now. Like we're chill, right?
Okay.
I mean, I know Golroge is completely like, okay, I gotta figure out how to get away from this guy.
So about that deal of giving me a separate body.
Yeah, apparently that'd fuck me.
By the way, just for increased clarification as well, what he was saying there is that if you kill someone and take their soul,
Yeah.
they will then become a thrall, which technically is what Grintag and everyone is. They're not actually vampires, nor are they ghouls. They are thralls.
And if I have to get the Church of Kelmvor involved here soon, then we'll figure out what happens there.
You guys really want to destroy this book?
I get all the fucking pieces just like going at each other.
With Zephyr's knowledge, though, well.
No, they were straight up like, we might have to kill you, Zephyr. Like, we probably have to kill you, Zephyr.
So the important thing, though, as you are bound to this book, the thralls will listen to you as you are a thrall to him.
I mean, I have
technically
Razu as a thrall too.
True. This is just to say that if this lich decides to, he could enforce his will upon you, much like a vampire would with their vampire spawn.
Yeah, but he knows if he crosses the line, he's not getting a goddamn thing from me. So
I just let you know how it works.
Yep, no, it's good. Yeah, we're good. And I'm only going after people that I don't give a shit.
Now we go to the end of the 3 weeks.
There we go. Yep. Full 3 weeks now.
Cool. Okay, so finishing out the 3 weeks.
You saw my message, right?
You didn't say who you sent it to.
By the way,
oh no, you did. This is to August. Yes.
By the way, Zephyr completely just explains everything. He's like, oh yeah, this is what's happening. Yeah. Just got a party up in there.
He don't fuck you, you don't fuck us, we don't fuck each other.
Yeah.
I love that is just like a casual footnote. Oh, so I just became a thrall to a lich. And,
so just a Tuesday then.
Yeah. I'm already a thrall to fucking Talos. Like, what's another one? Actually, weird enough, this kind of worked out good. You know, freaking Mr. Burns from Simpsons. He's got every, disease, so he can't.
Oh yeah.
So none of them can affect him because they're all trying to get through to kill him at the same time, and just none of them can get through the door.
Or Constantine, who sold his soul to two devils, so he can't actually die.
Yeah. There's a permanent legal debate.
No, I don't know either of these storylines. I
don't think that's how math
Or
works.
was what I was thinking in my head.
You don't know Constantine? John Constantine from DC?
It's kind of a more obscure person.
I feel like I've heard the name.
How do you
I feel like
know about Constantine, but you don't know about the grades?
I knew what they looked like. I didn't know what they were.
Different
Okay.
universes? That's why.
Finishing up your business in Zopricar, though, we're then looking to head to Zinderhold. I was kind of giving you guys like
Yeah.
a day or two beforehand that you'd be heading back to Zinderhold to prepare for the fight.
Are we preparing for the fight?
Technically, no.
Tiku is.
You are moral support for Tiku.
We're in the stands. Woo! Go Tiku!
You are betting. You are betting on results.
We do the same arena, and because we're in the stands, we help ourselves out, so we double our movement to the enemy.
Okay, so kind of again abbreviating through things. You guys finish up what you all have been working on within Zopricar, heading back to Zinderhold. Effectively,
way,
having you guys arrive at the bloody.
As we are traveling and all these things, I am in my badger form.
Okay, so you are staying.
Yes.
In
Karaoke night.
So why did you choose to stay in your badger form?
I don't want you to.
did you just say karaoke night?
No.
Yes, I did.
Oh.
Look at the chat.
What did he already know?
He doesn't know that I know.
Got it.
Does he know that you forgot?
Pretty sure.
Or maybe he just thought you really liked that human form. Actually, how did he change you? Was it Lazarine? Who did that, actually?
Tiku would have spent a little time also like training with them.
Lazarine herself.
Like the last couple days training.
So she
to
forced
get,
you to
like,
do-
some
take your
cohesion
transformation?
with our fighting style.
I suppose.
She's a bitch. She basically used the last power of his paladiness as she was ripping away to change back to his original form.
Well, not to original form.
The one
Original-
that they knew.
Original, non-original form.
She sits on a throne of lies.
I mean, so do you.
Okay, so
No, I don't. I have not lied one bit.
No.
On a carriage of lies.
No, you just transform into random people and pretend to be them.
No, it wasn't very random.
Aren't all
Very
actors
specific
actually?
and deliberate.
Aren't actors just professional liars?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're also societally accepted liars, like politicians.
Yeah. Kind of like you.
Well, I think that's because like they know they're being lied to.
I'm
and
not.
It's entertaining.
I'm not above lying. I'm not the fucking.
You're not even the
follower of.
teammates.
Well,
so bringing it
yeah,
back
I mean,
to
as long as they do
bringing
something
it back
wrong.
to our current D&D shenanigans, as small talk is made amongst the travel. Where we'd go back in would be you guys have returned to Zinderhold.
I'm not above killing myself.
With a day, like the next day having the fight. The fight would be slated for the next morning. So you guys would be returning to Zinderhold with a day going,
way, Razio,
a day of preparation for
My
the
blood
fight.
is juiced. It's
Planning
very
on
conflicting
doing the 3
powers
weeks
going on in
just
there.
of, like, not on
All
stream.
right, TQ.
My thing, my conversation with the.
You do need to do that, yeah.
No, we do need to do that.
Okay.
That's why I said when he skipped the 3 weeks. When I was looking around,
I thought
I was trying to.
that,
I was trying to get.
Okay, I didn't realize you needed a reminder of that.
I just
My
became.
apologies.
I just
Listen,
became
this is my bad.
Zephyrstein. Lightning, undead.
No, but that definitely doesn't.
Zephyr
happen.
Stein.
That would have happened technically first before any
Yes,
of that.
you just didn't do it, so that's why I was confused.
I just need to stitch you back.
All right,
together.
See, people are human. People make mistakes.
Listen,
You need to speak some strategy on this.
Yep.
All right.
wait.
You
We're not
gotta
doing.
assume.
We're not doing the fight yet. There is something that just straight got missed. in Zinderhold,
forgot
and that is
something.
my in Zopricar, and that is my fault. He wants to meet with the individual who has made the duplicate arcane cannons.
Anyone can join as well.
Is
I am
anyone joining?
busy.
How what?
This is technically the rise
Unless
of the
you
beginning.
want my opinion.
I'm gonna be there because
I'm doing this purely for rune weaving training.
To gain any.
Yeah.
So,
Unless you want my opinion.
I'm just curious.
Gargo
I'll
will be
join.
there.
I'm busy figuring out my undead abilities. Can I cast Cure Wounds on myself?
this is technically
Does this work?
before you open the book.
This is technically before you open the book. Okay,
Yeah.
so you would simply be heading to the.
Meeting place, wherever that was.
So you were meeting at the original canon, the one that Theric actually created.
Oh yeah, the one at the
I
castle.
realized that I think I confirmed that off stream, not on stream.
I know you told me. I don't remember when.
I don't know if I confirmed this on stream or off stream. Theric is the one who made the original arcane cannon that Zopricar has, and then this individual was the one who had built the.
Prototype that they're currently working on.
Yes. Okay, so actual, as this one is. Which location is he going to meet you at?
It was in the castle itself. It was the 5th one that was basically not functioning yet. I assume they wanted me to have the meeting there.
Yes, more so that's the only place you can find him. So this would be again on the near the top of the castle. Again, this is actually built into the castle of Zopricar. The actual arcane cannon itself, as a quick reminder, is massive. The cannon itself, like just the barrel, I believe it's still called a barrel, just the barrel of the arcane cannon would be about 10 feet, about a 10-foot diameter circle. And then the actual cannon itself would be...
Like 25 feet.
It'd be like the size of this room.
25 feet.
Yeah, so like 20, 25 feet long, 10-foot opening on the barrel, mounted into the stonework. And in addition to that, it also looks like it's dug slightly more into the mountain, like they've shot it before. But due to, with the residue and the rocks that have kind of broken and fallen over where effectively it would be mounted, and how long it seems it has not been shot in a long time. As it is actively being worked on. There is a large crew, mainly of dwarves, as is standard here in Zopricar, that are all seemingly kind of going back and forth, reporting to a single individual. Did I give you his name? I think
Nope.
I did, right?
He already has that.
I'm a noob. All reporting to who you would quickly be able to determine Glimmer. Glimmer the Tinkerer.
What race is he?
Glimmer is not a dwarf. Glimmer is not a dwarf at all.
I know he's not an elf.
He is also not an elf. Derek has problems with elves. No, he's a gnome. He is a gnome. Glimmer himself has frazzled, extraordinarily curly hair, to the point that if he actually was able to comb it and straighten it out, it would likely go to his lower back, but it's so curled that it's kind of just like a curled mess of an afro. There's still individual strings in his hair almost looks like it's in a constantly gelled state, but again, it almost gives off kind of an afro of curls vibe. He's wearing a tunic with his sleeves rolled up to just past his forearms. He's missing his pinky on his right hand. He's adorned with rings, though. Like 2 or 3 rings per finger on the remaining ones. He's got a bracelet on. He has two necklaces, one of which appears to be made of gold. There's just a golden chain. And then the second, which seems to be attached to that one. It doesn't actually loop around his neck. It's simply attached to it. It is 2 platinum chains that fall down that have a thin, what appears to be diamond chain kind of connecting the 2 of them, almost making it into a circle with a haphazard square at the bottom of it. His tunic is cut into a V, bringing low to what is showing not as much a chest as the lack thereof. Some kind of explosion has marred this down to the point that you can see his heart beating against the wall of skin on the left side of what is the concaved part of his chest. The outline of certain parts of his organs there, and then a rune carved in, or not carved, but painted in the concave. Likely the only thing that's actually allowing him to stay alive.
He's freaking Iron Man.
He needs a freaking regeneration spell.
Does not seem to impact how lively he is, though. As someone walks up to him and kind of shows him a piece of paper, he kind of looks over at it, looks up, and proceeds to jump to the top of the arcane cannon from the bottom of it. Roughly about a 15 foot, and this isn't like a super high. He almost looks like he hops. He just kind of looks up and just and lands on top of it, and then just quickly starts to write over this rune, trying to inscribe something in the cannon. And as you approach the bottom of it, some of the dwarves that are expecting you, one of them approaches you and says, "Glimmer's a man. Best of luck getting his attention, but we did tell him to be Glimmer. Glimmer." And he's, hold. I'm in the midst of success. All right, it's a failure. As he would just smear the paint on the cannon, he just jumps down. One of the dwarves who's that's almost tied off in the top of the arcane cannon, shakes his head and slowly makes his way over to start to clean up the paint that he just smeared when he was just tracing a rune. He lands on the ground, looks at the dwarf, looks to all of you guys. It was like kind of like an acknowledging, yeah, I was expecting you, and then just turns and starts to talk to another dwarf. And this is, all right, so have we... Wait a minute. Have we tried using Gitanium? And the dwarf again just... I've already told you we don't have enough to action it. Oh, yes. So what other material? And he would just walk over to another dwarf, ask them if he can use Gitanium, who would again say no. Walk to another dwarf, then ask for diamond, and then they would pull out a bag of gemstones, and he brings them out and says, yes.
Oh.
This is... Go ahead.
Glimmer.
He stops.
I'm holding a ring made by Theric.
So that's what the jump spell does now.
I didn't steal them. They were given to me. He pulls the string. He pulls the string tight, and he would walk over to you. As he approaches you, almost like a hunter approaching
And by given,
a scared
he means,
deer.
yeah.
He's kind of holding his hand out. This one's kind of on his side. He walks up to you.
Doesn't say how you have to spend my
Hello.
So Google
Oh,
20.
you're nice. That's unexpected. How did you get?
I have heard of your teacher. Spoken with.
Yes. Give me the ring. Give me the ring. Give me the ring.
It's mine.
I'll give it back.
Insight.
He gave me these as he holds up a different bag of coins.
And by gave, he means like
Inside.
it was thrown out like junk, and he
Natural
like
20 for a
pilfered.
30.
He is
A natural 30.
He is super lying.
No. I'm here to discuss with you the cannon and to see if I can assist you in improving it.
Oh, great. Actually. You know Theric? Student? Friend? Lover?
Love it.
Come. I will test. I must test your prowess. And you would run over to the cannon, and again, like you, kind of following up with him. He's walking entirely too fast for how short he is. Standing at like 3.5 feet tall, moves at what would be 60 movement on the ground as he just kind of zooms over to the cannon. Stops, waits for you.
I walk normally.
Waits for you to get there, and he says, all right, it's just right up here. He just jumps up and kind of catches the rim of the cannon and pulls himself up and climbs into the barrel of this arcane cannon. And kind of just yelling back, come.
I think I'm tall enough to just pull myself in.
No, the actual... it could be pointed down. We'll say it's pointed down to where you're able to actually climb in. When it's actually mounted, though,
I would assume.
its barrel would be like 20 feet off the ground.
Okay.
From the angle it would typically
Just
be at.
jumping into a loaded gun.
With that, because they'd be working on it, it would, yeah, I can definitely see it be low. So you grab yourself, kind of pull it in. The inside of this thing, think like the rimming for a gun, but it's runes.
The rifling?
Yes, sorry, the rifling for a gun, but it is just a
Spiral of runes.
spiral of runes. There is hundreds of
Painted?
spell effects
In your
that are
world,
potentially in
have we
place.
figured out lockout, tag out?
Lockout, tag out?
I haven't figured out.
Oh, you guys don't?
I don't
Okay.
know what that is.
So it's a common OSHA thing. If you're working on any kind of machinery, you have to have safeties in place where you could put a lock, and you literally cannot like energize the machine. Or
Oh, yeah,
anything.
you literally
Oh, absolutely
can't.
not. There is arcane energy that is flowing in this barrel. Some of these arcane runes are actually active to the point that as he's kind of
Well, good
walking
thing Zephyr
through,
didn't come. He might
seems to
accidentally
be-
just like fire.
as he's walking over towards one is a specific spot that he seems to be directing you to. He actually like stops and he's like, "Oh, wait a minute, that this is supposed to be," and kind of runs his handle on it, kind of just correcting the slight mistake. And this is all painted currently, as it is all projection, but it is magical ink.
Can I just double check his correction, make sure it's right?
He does correct it as the rune again lights up and additional arcane energy starts to bleed in.
I do a perception check for anything wrong.
Go for it.
Glaringly wrong.
As he does that as well, while you're looking around, he like fixes it and he more power. We're getting there. We're getting there. As he kind of 22. There's a few.
I'll just correct him as I'm moving along.
As you correct him, he'd be like, every single time you make a correction as well. Yes. Perhaps you're a good student. And he brings you over to a specific rune that he wants you to look at. This is the largest. So there's a spile of runes in the arcane canon. The one that he brings you to is like 3 feet wide. Kind of almost goes a little bit up the actual barrel. This is effectively the focal point. This is where all the magic is supposed to funnel into. This is also the only rune that is actually carved into the metal of this cannon. But as much as the magic is coalescing in it, it is leaking. The rune does not seem to be perfect. As he kind of like runs his hand around it. And says, unfortunately, as of right now, this is not capable of containing all the magic. It is fascinating, though. And puts his hand on the ground, and then when he pulls his hand up, where he just licked his hand, the magic seems to coalesce in a visible way. There's greens and blues, oranges, grays, much like the stone. That I don't like licking my own hand.
Wait, you actually licked it?
Yeah. Much like your identification stones, the bleeding of the different magic types. This is that same style of magic. In fact, they developed that by studying Theric's arcane canon.
And if I run a single finger along, what happens?
As you run your finger along, it's almost.
I'm more so curious of like how my magic would interact with it.
Your magic does not seem to interact with it in a tangible way, but much like if you have like dry ice, how there's the fog, if you run your finger through it, that is how visible this magic is. If you take your finger, all the magic that is bleeding off of this rune, you just, and it kind of almost like swirls around your finger. There is an extensive amount of magic power that is being lost here.
Intoxicating.
Along those lines, he says, yes, and one of the reasons that we're progressing so slow is I can't get the proper, and he gestures to the back of the cannon, at which point you can just see a pile of gemstones that have been leaking magic that it's pulling from. He says, I'm constantly sending them to be resupplied, but mages are weak and they can't fulfill my orders. And that is to say, my research windows are limited. I typically only have an hour or two that we can work on this a day. So if you're able to help me correct this rune, perhaps maybe even add a couple in here. And he goes over to one and just straight erases it. And as soon as he does, it seems the magic like activates in a small explosion, just kind of tasty. And then he would start to write a new rune in the place of it. Again, just altering the magic slightly. As you can, looking around, you can tell that some of the reason that a lot of these runes are wrong is his inability to focus on perfecting a single thing.
He's got
catching things constantly. But what he does is when he fixes it, he'll slightly mess up something around it. And then he'll notice that later, and then he'll fix that, but then something else might be getting messed up.
You're writing and your hand smudges it.
He gets so focused on one thing that he'll beeline over to it, smear something along the floor while he's walking. Is again, this is all in effectively hypothetical pink. In magical ink, but not actually carved in. As he corrects this next one, he says, now also would help if I could carve it, but they say it's too dangerous. Fixes that symbol and says, no, sorry, I was distracted. What did you want?
Basically, I am a student like yourself, trying to learn more about...
Please, master, continue.
Students. Trying to learn more, as much as I can. And I was hoping that we could help each other learn. Theric is not here, nor will he be anytime soon.
Correct. Probably good for us. I don't think he liked this.
Not good enough work.
It's not organized enough, but I'm working on it. With the current trajectory, current progress, I believe I'll be able to match the marksmanship of his cannon within 5, maybe 6 years.
It's better than the initial assessment of 17, let me tell you. But we've made great progress. Made evident by my other successes, as I'm sure you've seen.
If we fix this rune, you'll teach us what you know.
If you can fix that rune, for one, I'll be very impressed. For two, I could teach you. I could be a master and teach you, a student, how these runes can work. I could be open to it. Let us see your work, student.
All right. It should take about 5-10 minutes would be my guess. 10 minutes.
As soon as you take a step forward, he goes to the rune under you, where like a little bit of dirt is like caked off your shoe. He tries to clean off the dirt and just smudges it. He just shit. Just smears it and starts to work on the rune again.
All right. And I would get Gurgle's assistance because he said he was going to help me.
Okay.
And, yeah. Since he uses the hammer, which gives him proficiency in it.
Yeah, if so, you could just keep in mind, if he's using his hammer and you guys are actually doing that, you are actually altering the rune. That is to say, there is a lot of magic in here, and if you guys messed up,
You may set it off.
I mean,
And you're inside.
how else would we fix it without altering it, is my question.
That's what I've been trying to figure out.
How did he make it the first? How did you make it in the first place?
Well, have you seen
Well, I
his chest?
started with this. There wasn't magic in here before.
So should we wait for there not to be magic in here?
kind of like looks around, which again, there's like tantamount to the crystal eye with how much you could see the magic. Looks around and says,
Well, you yourselves decided you had to take the crystals and get them charged. You can only be in here for an hour.
Oh, that's not because the magic goes away. Haven't you look at your hand. Your hand is semi-translucent. You can see through it. Your hand is turning multiple different colors. And your own magic is very much so starting to bleed with it. It's starting to impact the color around it. A more vibrant, almost orange, yellow, gold, red.
Magic dream.
This is, its magic is both influencing and fusing with you as you are in here. Again,
It's
similar
the crystal
effect.
eye. Or not crystal eye, Dryson Woods. Yeah.
Similar effect to the bubble within the Dryson Woods. This is, again, another variation of study on that magic. Yes, don't worry. Don't worry. Effects aren't permanent. You might find yourself being just a little bit exhausted. And, I guess also if you stay a little bit too long, as he would gesture to his concave chest, he says, then you might have some other side effects. That is to say, if the portion of flesh that has been exposed to the magic is not properly medicated or dealt with, then with a certain amount of time, it eventually will just...
I hate when I
That was a
come up
great
with an idea that
expression.
is really bad. But fuck it. Can I try, and with the magic in the air, basically try and create like a small little, I think the word is siphon, to the magical gems and everything, to basically just create like a small little river that will cause the magic to refill into the gems. Basically creating a feedback loop.
You can go ahead and attempt.
Okay.
You can go ahead and attempt it.
Effectively take any waste and put it back in the gem so it gets reused.
Yeah,
32.
32. As you would give up on the arcane rune in the floor, realizing the danger that would come with potentially working on that, and you move over to the gems. You start to walk away. He leans over to Gurgle. He's a coward. And then would start to follow you, periodically correcting the runes that you step on. Whenever he determines that you may have ruined them in some shape, form,
Which
or
most
another.
of he had ruined already.
Oh, behind him are also.
Oh, no,
getting
but
messed
like the
up.
ones he thinks that he's ruining are actually the ones he ruined from before.
Yeah, from previous incarnations.
Probably. But as you make your way towards the back, and so you're attempting to create a siphon. What is your catalyst for the siphon?
I was just gonna use the
the gems themselves, as you said, I can use any magical items. So these, would they not work to like basically create like a?
So you're not trying to create a permanent feedback loop. You're just trying to take the magic and infuse it
so
in the
that
gems.
way we can work on the thing.
Oh, apologies. I thought you were trying to create like a system, an internal.
That would
okay.
be terrifying.
That's
to
why I
do
was
it
like, "What
right
are you?"
now.
I was like, "What are you going to use for it?" And this is going to get real interesting, real fast.
No, I'm just trying to do it temporarily.
You're trying to take it and
diffuse
infuse it into the
so
gems.
that way we can work on it.
Okay. And that
he
was the
effectively
32.
created a lockout tagout.
That makes total sense.
That was the 32. Okay, you are able to take a huge portion of the magic within this cannon and infuse them back into the gemstone. As you do, his scatterbrainness going to each different thing would lock in more and more on what you're doing, and also would not be the shortest process. With the amount that you're doing, you're spending like the majority of your hour you have to spare in here funneling this magic back into these gemstones. That said, as you're funneling it, taking a huge portion of the excess magic in the room out, putting in the gemstones, the effects seem to lessen and lessen. And as you continue to work, you get to the point where you're pretty convinced that while the gemstones are not perfect, these are not master jewel, or they're not master cores or anything like that to where they leak magic. You probably extended it to a good like 8 to 10 hours that you could say in this interval, and then it'd be right back to where it was. But you're able to largely expand it, and as you're not when you're finished, very much so as you're doing it, you are bombarded with are you funneling it through you? Are you the funnel? Or are you perhaps instead the worm?
I assume I'm distracted enough I can't answer.
Very much so. But that is to say, he gives you a bunch of different analogies, comparing
each one getting more and more diverse.
Comparing these things to these abstract ideas in his head that when he says them, not even waiting for you to answer, he seems to like answer his own question. You know, he's like, when you are the worm, he goes, slithery. But with that, you're able to progress it to the point that, again, you can spend a good amount of time in here. And then what exactly are you trying to learn in here?
So it was purely practical experience. I just wanted to work on the cannon to work on rune weaving, actually physically. But then after I stabilized the magic, I did want to try and use Gurgle's assistance to try and fix this rune to see if we are capable. Again, it's more of like a practical, hands-on learning more than anything.
Okay.
I don't know if he can actually teach us anything. This was more of a practical, like, I need to get actual experience.
To whatever it may be to you, surprise or chagrin, he's incredible. This guy is better at, so contextually for you, this guy is better at runes than Theric is. He just doesn't have the vision that Theric does. When he creates a rune, so when I say he's fixing your runes, the reason that he's doing that is when he fixes it, he makes it perfect. His runes are flawless, but in his scatterbrainness and his inability to see the grand picture, even though he could create an individual rune better than Theric could look at the end goal and make a string of runes towards it. But like, for example, if Theric could direct this individual and be like, okay, make this rune, now this one, now this one, this guy would be able to make a better, more comprehensive and powerful rune weave than even Theric could. His issue is he can't see the grand picture. It's what's the thing right in front of me. Mm-hmm. And, if I do this, cool, I'm going to do this. But he doesn't realize that when he does that, without the foresight to realize how it's going to affect something else, he'll break it. And then his feedback loop gets broken, and this sends him into a spiral of constantly circling, creating masterful runes that are bleeding huge amounts of magic, but not properly working together. And
good code monkey. He's a sucky project manager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that case, can I try and direct him slightly? I know it won't succeed to the extreme degree, but like with fixing this rune, if I basically asked him direct questions like, what rune would you do for this? And then he'd show me the rune. What rune would you do for this? And he'd show me the rune. Basically.
Very much so.
All right. I want to try and do that using Gurgle's help, using his help, basically extract the information from him, effectively teaching myself through him, and then try and fix this rune.
Okay, and just to make sure that I'm understanding correctly, you're trying to create the rune weave, not cast it. Important distinction.
I would think so, yeah. Just to create it, make sure it's actually a plausible thing where I look at it, Gurgle looks at it, okay, we're both good, and then we'll think about casting it.
Okay, so for the sake of this then, you would have your rune weaving check, and then Gurgle's would be a blacksmithy check.
Yeah, and he'd have
Artisan?
his proficiency.
Is that what it is?
Athletics.
What?
It would be smithing tools.
Yeah, smithing tools. Yeah.
I just don't know what they changed it to be off of.
Athletics.
Is it athletics? Really?
Mm-hmm.
It's very manual. Yeah.
That's wild.
In the barbarian.
Technically, you made rune weaving intelligence based, so you made him do his rune or smithing tools with intelligence. You just made him proficient in it if he was wielding the hammer.
That is what it would be, because for this, it is... Honestly, I would also allow sleight of hand for this, because it's how well can you craft an image. So, like, for example,
he would also
you guys,
a lot of times not use intelligence because he'd do, like, persuasion and stuff.
Well, for the sake of this, too, he's trying to carve the rune, because you guys are actually fixing the rune, so you're actually carving it. So at this point, you're actually doing effectively the metalworking of it. So I would also say sleight of hand would work as a base, because it'd be like copying down.
Then do you want me to roll for it?
Sure. Let me pull up Google.
Sounds like we gotta get this guy involved in trying to recreate the rune.
So I rolled a dirty 20, and he rolled a 9 on the die, plus whatever his sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Plus another 5 because of his proficiency.
His expertise is sleight
Yeah.
of hand.
His sleight of hand's
This is
juiced.
going to be insane.
His sleight of
Yeah,
hand would
yeah,
be a plus
yeah.
17, plus an additional 5, plus 22, plus 9, 31.
What did he roll?
He rolled a 9, so 31 total.
Maybe.
I think he has a plus 17 on sleight of hand.
So you get his proficiency again, so he'd have a plus 25.
25 to 9, so 34. Dude, they
Wait, he rolled a
broke-
9?
Yeah.
He can't roll below 10.
Oh, 35?
It's always a 35.
That's insane.
Dude,
Gurgle
they
is...
broke, like,
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
Being able
yeah.
to add it twice is absurd.
I'm going to have to either redo my rune weaving checks and how I built that system, or change other...
For what it's
We're not
worth,
going
I
to
only
for
have
now.
a plus 6.
Because like 40,
So-
45 is as high as you could get, right, for Gurgle in this case.
Yeah, and that's insane.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
he would not be
But
so
lowest is
proficient that he
35.
could perfectly do it every time. So
Yeah.
we're going to deal with that later.
Yeah.
For now, you guys...
He's just freaking Rudars.
You guys work to fix the rune. Too much success. You feel like with the roll that you got, you have a good baseline. Without his help, though, you would have not had the necessary knowledge. The way that he does it is also slightly obtrusive, maybe annoying. As you're working on a rune, you go to get to the next part.
Especially when it comes to rune weaving.
As you get there, the way that he corrects you is he says, "You're doing it wrong." You kind of like stop. You'd ask him the question, like, "Okay, how do you do it?" And he would like direct you, and then you'd start to go, and then you would immediately go, "Wait."
Hey, I
That
understand.
line's
If
not
you are
perfect.
not perfect, you kill people. So I'm infinite patience here.
He's perfect. He's just like completely taking his time, expecting to be stopped at any moment.
It is slow going to the point that working on this one rune would take up the majority of the remaining like 7-ish hours.
Okay.
For how meticulous he is in completing this rune. That said, reaching the end of the completion, the magic would almost immediately start to and coalesce and form into that single arcane rune at the bottom. He's name's Glimmer.
Kane,
You
promised to teach. You got the week.
He's just like kind of like looking around at the cannon, like this project that he was expecting to take years as the magic starts to coalesce. He takes out his own masonry tools and starts to carve one of the runes that's painted in the wall, and he starts to carve it He finishes it, and then the magic again, much more, given much more substance, the rune activates and actually starts to properly focus that particular channel of magic. He looks around again. He says, "New correction. 2 months."
Jesus. 2 months and a week, right?
Well,
Yes.
his calendar just opened up, so
You can see the idea of, like, as you say 2 months in a week, his impression would be that, like, oh, now I have to teach you for a week, which delays me doing this for a week. And when he realizes that he can't now do this, he can't just immediately start on this like nonstop go. He's like, hey, find me at the end of the day. Find me at the end of the day. I can only be in here for so long. Magic still leaks, of course. And as he just immediately starts to, like, go through all these justifications of why he cannot immediately teach you. That said, where this would land is during the time that the magic is not so potent that he can't be in there anymore. He would work on the cannon, and then he would effectively be helping you in the evenings. So that's kind of how your downtime would be split up a little bit.
Can I actually change, instead of working on my Tiamat fix, can I just be here 24/7, helping him on the cannon and learning, just basically full learning mode?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, very much so.
you're like,
So-
this might be my Tiamat.
You literally know.
Yeah.
So, I said I
Honestly,
came
with what you've been doing, and
I probably would have left in the first 30 minutes. But I would have left you with a little something. I want to do, since I made a mental note of Ubi's eyes, I'm good at drawing. I'm just going to try to carbon copy, duplicate it on a piece of paper, just give it to you.
You already did that.
Yes, but I'm giving you the piece of paper, and I'm asking you.
We already
As-
did this.
as you're writing it, like you realize what this guy is. You start to, like, make it out,
for him.
and as you're making it
Show
out,
the
like
guy what's
halfway
wrong.
through the
I think I showed you
rune,
what's
he, like,
wrong.
comes over your shoulder. And he says, "Damn, you suck!" And he just takes the paper from you, and just, like, erases what you were doing, and perfectly creates the rune that you were trying to create. And then you just,
Did you do this on
I
the
kind of love
eyeball
this
of the
guy.
kobold?
yes.
Inside.
Wait, you could get the root palm rune.
Oh, the palm
Oh
rune!
no!
Not great. It's a 6.
This guy's crazy. He could be lying and not know that he's lying.
I would assist you, but
Do
I
you
am
remember
infused.
a crazy rune on a kobold's hand?
He just turns and looking at it. He's, wait. He moves over to one of the paints on the wall and, like, pushes it so the paint seeps through the image, almost kind of like staining the pencil art, making what almost looks like a painting of a rune. Beautiful in its own way, but it's still slightly off. He kind of pulls it off the wall and he says, "Yes, now it bleeds." And as he flips the paper to look at it, kind of like he's inspecting it, he realizes that he messed up the rune on the wall. And shit! Throws it and starts
And
to
the
fix the
paper
rune.
falls and then lands on more paint and
I like it. As the paper that he just made is destroyed.
How much do you charge?
Charge. Nothing. And she slightly starts to breathe fast.
Open it.
What did the kobold give you to do that to his eyes?
Permission?
I like this guy.
How long do you think it'd take you?
That depends on if you still want to be able to see afterwards.
And if they want to see afterwards.
What kind of tools do I have? What kind of ink? Where's the magic source coming from? Who's
I pull
casting
out
the spell?
my titanium tools and effectively have them transform into an eyeball tattoo kit.
You pull out as you're pulling out your tools, you get halfway through, and then realize the tools you pulled out are gone, and he's just looking at you.
You cannot have those.
Have what?
Draws you get scary.
Worth noting, not even Gurgle saw him do that.
Jesus!
Contextually, he just rolled a 43.
Jesus! And you're saying we're high?
He's actually a character. I have his full stat sheet.
Oh, he has the same freaking items as a girl.
That is a crime against the crown.
Crime? What crime?
You know how you get this guy, right?
You'd
You'd be like, oh, it'd be so unfortunate if something were to happen to all these runes.
It'd be quite unfortunate.
Do it.
If I had a captain of the guard sit down this
Oh, that's
This-
different. Okay.
cannon project for
You'd have no reason to. Why would he ever do that?
Because
I slide over the seal after a while.
As soon as you go to slide down the seal, your tools are at your feet. You didn't see him put them there, but they was gonna be back. This project is entirely sanctioned by the crown. Sees another rune. Starts to work on that one.
This guy's terrifying.
Anyway,
Most of the people we deal with are terrifying.
That's fair.
with my tools
Gotta be a little
that I will
crazy.
lend to you for it,
Kind of runs up to you. I could lend.
without making me lose my vision, do the one that allows you to appraise. But if you're
You're
busy,
too
I can-
tall. Bend.
I get a little bit lower, but
As soon as you get lower, he just takes his hands and just onto your face, just me. Just inspecting.
Razu's,
Accidentally pokes your
completely
eyes a couple
normal.
times. Is he's just inspecting? Just. Do you do drugs?
Yes. Every day. Right when I wake up.
May I have some?
What are you smoking? And can I have some?
I mean, I have an extra formula. I'll give him my intelligence formula, and I'll say,
Don't drink it. It's poisonous to everybody but me.
This may kill you.
You give him the formula for it, and he's just. But if I do this, as he immediately starts to alter your blood hunter, your mutagen,
"Oh, I just let him go."
and he starts to make a makeshift one. And as he continues to work on it, he gets about halfway through.
I just slide him the ingredients.
No, he holds the ingredients I really want to keep this. Man, I really want to keep this.
I just keep pulling them out. It's just
I have extra ingredients on it, actually.
He just, again, you don't see him take them. They just seem to vanish.
I just acknowledge that I'm not going to track it.
Worth noting,
Oh,
again, they legitimately seem to vanish. He's stealing
there's
them.
rune weaving bullshit
He is
going on.
doing some kind of magic to steal. It is not simply he's
This
so
isn't
fast.
physical.
Reverse
He's-
Misty Step.
He is doing
Both
some kind
items.
of magic to be able to steal. But as you give him all the ingredients, he gets through this. Also, to let you know how ridiculous this guy is in his obscure focus as well, he's making the thing. You're giving me the ingredients. He's correcting him while he does the thing, while he's working on the thing, then coming back to it. He finishes up this formula and he goes, "Huh." And he kind of takes everything, puts it into a syringe. And just right into his heart.
I would laugh so hard.
Takes the syringe out. Hands you back a syringe while his hand is shaking and he's
Do you feel smarter?
He just answered you in 50 different languages.
he almost starts to panic looking at the runes around him. He's goes to one. Wrong. As going more sporadic,
This individual continues to work on stuff.
All right. Whether I believe you or not,
Give him the cobalt serum.
I wanted to work on it.
Give him the blood hunter serum.
When do you think you would have the time to perform on my eye?
Apparently, I'm going to be teaching soon. If as long as they're successful. As far as the way to... but that does sound like fun. But canon. Lay down.
I mean,
I would
okay.
laugh so hard where if Razu comes back, like, so about that eye, 3 months!
I mean, I'll lay down. I mean,
You-
I'm surgeon. I'm perfectly still. Oh,
It's just you lay down. He comes over.
You just fucking just drug yourself. Like, okay, I do it, doc.
As he comes over, he's like, and then immediately magical ink in your eye as he forgot to grab the tools as he was focused on what he was doing, and he effectively literally just took a magical quill and poked your eye with it. He's just, my bad. As you just like can't really see, there's a mixture of ink and arcana in your eye, and he's apologies.
I slide the tools. I wipe out my eyes like
He looks at
It's
your eye and he
okay.
says, perhaps let that one heal. And then he like force closes your eye with his hand. Shh. And opens your other eye.
Yeah, you have disadvantage on perception checks using sight.
there it goes.
You can see invisibility.
Okay. I'll let you
Disadvantage.
roll for him. So the DC for him to successfully operate on your eye is a 27. He has a plus 13.
Does
Just
he
to
have
roll a
advantage?
14 or higher?
He does not have advantage.
Good luck, sir!
Shitballs.
Hey,
Literally, if you had waited, I could have cast enhance ability on him.
DDCBD. What would Clay Beekman do?
Unfortunately, you're not here
Yeah,
for
you're not
this
there.
one, though.
I said I was up there with the cannons with them guys.
Are you with the
Before
cannons?
he does
you
this
did want to come to
procedure-
this?
Kane,
Or so.
this
I
is
would go
important
see
for
him.
you to see for
Yeah, because you said it
learning
was at the
and
very beginning before we did all that
practice
stuff.
spellcasting.
Fair enough. Okay, so you have his bardic
No,
inspiration.
this is very important. This is like
No.
a person,
Continue.
not a cannon.
Continue.
Can't, Razu.
You can get his inspiration though, because he did say that he came to this, and this was at the beginning.
Just to remind you, it's like performing a ritual on a spell. You can't stop it.
Yeah.
If you stop it, you basically ruin the whole thing.
I know, but I was also going to call you over for this because I thought Kate would want to.
I agree. I do want to see it, but I was
But,
already doing
Whoa! Easy dubs!
Nat
That's
20.
20.
Man
Total
is
Today.
Toe.
Oh, yeah, roll the 12. Just do it.
No, because that's only on a failure.
Well, I
You
mean,
already passed.
Oh yeah, he passed. He got a natural 20.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's only on a
for the
failure.
fun of
so-
it.
But
What's the drug called that helps you focus?
20 plus what?
LSD?
No.
that's hallucination.
His plus.
Yeah,
Fucking
so
no.
No, people take it.
It's for Alzheimer's. I know.
I
I
think-
just don't.
Tree. What's the drug that helps you focus?
Rittering?
People use it a lot.
Adderall.
Yeah, Adderall.
Oh, that's what
So effectively, how I'm interpreting this, he used your serum to create Adderall for himself, and he's just like. Another thing that's curious to you and kind of horrifying. Actually, first off, to add one thing, if Razu wasn't so used to experimenting on himself, this would be impossible. Because keeping your eye open in a situation like this, without
numb
having
my
like
face.
surgical means or proper means to actually open your eye,
Notices the right side of my beak. It's just limp.
The beak is
That's
always
not,
stiff.
that's not how beaks work.
No, like
The
around
cheeks are like
the cheek.
slightly like
The cheek around the beak.
Whatever the case
Gave
is,
himself rigor
something
mortis.
that is both nerve-wracking to you and impressive. His hand is shaking, but it's not like a nervous tick or a drug. He is shaking his hand for very slight, almost imperceptible differences. And what it is, no one can hold their hand perfectly still, but he seems to be able to realize how he's not being perfect, and he's moving his hand, which is so subtle that it seems like he's vibrating, to make perfect lines. Perfect lines, circles.
Surgeon over here just like panicking, seeing his hand shake.
He's a freaking 3D printer.
It is
Perfectly still. because he's worried about what will happen if he's not perfectly still, but still panicking.
It is nerve wracking. But with that, you are working on the thing he was going to do, still able to call over to you when you're wrong while doing this, as you are now here for the whole 8-hour stretch, by the way, as this is a long procedure that he is doing.
Not as quick as LASIK.
As soon as he actually finishes the procedure and you're able to finish the magic over there, or you're able to finish the magic on the rune, you and Gurgle, you guys have your brief conversation, and you're kind of just like, you're struggling to see, your eye is very much so it's like you can see blood, as he did very much so just carve into your eye. You kind of like Lucian, he says, nice, wonderful, okay. And you did get this working. It's funneling magic, and he kind of like takes out a piece of magical parchment. He writes a rune on it, and has some of the magic that's focused in the rune start to absorb into it. He goes, wonderful. Then he walks up to you and just onto your face with the piece of magical parchment, and the magic effectively starts to bleed or starts to merge into your eye. And he kind of pulls it off. He says, Wonderful. I'm going to be totally honest. I don't know what spell that was. At that point, he would then start to work with you on...
And then just one question before he goes. I would slide him the paper that I drew of his hand, which is obviously malformed.
If this was a rune, how would you fix it?
No, because you saw the full thing in Squawk's memories. You just didn't have it memorized. So you could draw it.
No, he didn't. Squawk purposely blocked it out.
Squawk
Oh, wait,
blocked
you're
it
right,
out.
you're right.
I saw his hand, so I could perfectly mimic the scars through it, but Ubi said he could fix it. So I'm wondering if he can look at it and fix it.
As he would look at your paper, he was going, and he'd start to work on it. And for the first time in all the interactions you've seen with him, is he wrong?
To be continued.
So, can I get your number, or?
I will determine the answer, Razio, for this week.
Wrong. This week.
Well, that concludes. Oh yeah, one thing I had to say to you. So, over the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be working on a paralytic agent for cards. And I thought rune weaving might improve it, because there's only so much you can do. So, I will be in the lab if you want to stop by at any point. Ciao.
As I'm just holding my eye, I'm just... I pull out some medical tools. Grab my tools. It's there. Turn it back into a scythe, so he doesn't want to see it.
There's a piece of it missing. You turn it into a scythe, and there's a chunk gone. It's in your hand. Back. There you go.
And then,
as payment,
I will just slide him a sheet of all my formulas.
As you look for your sheet of all your formulas, you can't find it.
whatever.
Check
I will make.
your
I will
pockets.
make a new one.
Brett!
Yes.
He pulls out a pouch.
It's got my eyeball in it.
No, but it does have all of your alchemy supplies in it.
Bruh.
Just so you know, I've checked my inventory like 3 times, and you have the latest anything. So
I know.
Just
I'm
make
gonna just
it
get
sure.
like I'm just get like 100 feet out, quick check. 200 feet out, quick check.
500 feet out, quick check. All right.
Get to the lab, quick check.
Okay. So with that, there's your interaction with Glimmer.
That was fucking glorious.
At this point, I will say you have gained your proficiency in rune weaving. Is what he's actually going to do for his teaching is, as you're going through and you're, especially because you're spending the weeks with him instead of researching it on your own. What he does is, and I would say this even partly to your own knowledge, is as you're creating the rune, as he's creating runes, and you're getting more so the weave of the part of it, you're more so creating yourself a cheat sheet, almost a
Makes sense.
you're a small compendium of different things, and periodically with runes that you were unsure about or that you were not able to do perfectly, he would kind of just like show it to him, and he would just correct it. And so you're able to effectively build yourself a small compendium, which is going to facilitate the final part of unlocking your rune weaving proficiency.
Hey, you have a spell book. Make a copy.
Make a copy. You can't do it as well as he did, but
I'm pretty sure Gurgle could.
Gurgle actually probably could. I probably need to work on that. Okay. Is there anything else that I missed in Zopricar? I think that was it.
The golden string that I had him
Identify.
Yes.
And also my August letter, if that did
That
anything.
That's not going to be
probably won't
applicable
happen
immediately.
For a bit, yeah, I'd assume.
However, the golden string will.
It was a string, not a straw? You said it was a straw.
It was supposed to be a string. If I said that, that was a misspeak.
You literally said there were two holes on the other end. Fair enough.
I'm going
So-
down like a spell list, so I'm like, what's
I
going
understand
on?
why I did. So it's technically, it's more of like a rope that is hollow.
That's a straw. It's a bendy straw.
It's
Completely malleable.
It's a Sour Patch straw.
A hollow string.
A hollow string. Yes.
Okay.
I can completely understand why I said it was a straw. Because it's completely bendable. It is a straw string. It is completely malleable, and it is hollow
It's a
in the middle
tube.
of it.
I
Yes,
what
it
it
is
is.
a
It's a
tube.
tube.
Allow me
It
to
is.
remember.
It is a malleable tube. Identify on this. It is a mind link.
Mind link?
It's a mind link. If you so you can utilize this to connect to the mind of the person it's mind linked to.
Then I do that instead of sending a bird.
That would work. It is much like the message spell, but it is connected between two individuals. Well, it's much like the message spell. It is the message spell over an extreme distance. It's not even
Basically,
just
it's a sending
set.
spell.
Yes. Yes.
Sending spell doesn't work cross-plane, so yeah.
How does it look when he's using it?
The way that I interpreted this is effectively an extension of the copper wire thing.
Yeah.
So you're holding it out, pointing, but as you would grab it, as soon as you have your target,
String will.
well, it would like effectively look and point towards the person, and then you're able to talk
Imagine
to
they're
them.
behind you.
But yes, it is. Thinking about it, it is just ascending. Sending a tube. I think tube is the most accurate
Yeah, it's the
description.
tube. Like it's like the tubes I
I'm gonna
have
call
for
it
the
a hollow
3D
string
printer.
because that just sounds cool.
Cool. It's the hollow string.
It's very religious.
Would he respond immediately then? Because he would get the message instantly in that case.
But does he respond?
In the positive. I'm not expecting him to. It was just an idea that I had because he seems someone very proficient, similar to Glimmer.
I do like projects. Perhaps I can meet you there.
Perfect.
Cool.
One last thing. I just like take real good care of the eyes. Surgical, clean up, good
Eye drops.
bandage.
You
Yeah.
do the part that's important that he doesn't do.
And-
Afterwards,
covered for
making
24
sure.
hours.
Well, I keep it
Antiseptic,
covered. I make sure I clean the ink that he almost dropped in my eye.
Bandage the other eye.
Just make sure there's probably no lasting bad problems.
Well, I was just blind for a few days.
Your eye, very much so. You'd have it like covered. Think like LASIK. You have.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually say during the entirety of the downtime, your eye is healing. You're keeping it covered, constantly dressing it, making sure that there aren't any lasting effects,
Eye
confirming
drops are
that you
important.
can in fact see.
Eye drops are very important.
What's your plan with this eye? As I assume it's damaged beyond repair.
Well, he
Oh, no, he
dropped
ju-
some
he just-
ink in it. And
He
ink.
stabbed it with a quill.
That wasn't to say like full
okay.
impaled.
And
From my
ill
understanding, it was
repair
dropping
also.
ink in the eye, which
That's
is
how late.
cleanable. It really sucks and burns a lot.
No,
but
he's
it's
stabbed
He,
your eye.
he scratched your eye. Is what it would be.
He scratched the cornea, which will heal itself,
Okay.
technically speaking.
I don't know. I'm not nice.
I got
As long
LASIK,
as you don't do
I
it
understand
too
it.
severely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that,
we would finish
Also,
now.
magic healing exists.
Yeah.
Now we would finish our 3 weeks of downtime.
Woo!
By the
do
way,
you-
did you come over? If you did come over at any point during the paralytic,
It would have been at the end of the week before Cinderhold.
It's like, here, drink this for
I
some.
would effectively give you the rundown of what it's capable of. Probably couldn't do it, but from my understanding of this, because the idea of it being a god paralytic is it like cuts off the magic, right? So like it couldn't be legendary resisted. That's how I'm
No, it's
understanding
good.
it. It's still good.
You'd have to burn through them to actually have
So
it be
normal
successful.
paralytics just don't work on gods.
Very much so, no.
So this would override god immunity to paralyzed.
Well, because it's attacking their blood, yeah.
Yes.
But they could still legendary resist it.
Specifically, this would overrule God's immunity to poisons, because that's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So, I'll give you a rundown of that. So it probably wouldn't work, but you can mess with it with Rune Wave. But I'll also need more blood donation.
I will deliver, as I need that. Very much so.
Go.
Kane doesn't have dragon blood.
He has a
Mallory
dragon.
does. And if
But she doesn't like it.
If she doesn't give it, then I will not force her, but I will tell her it is for Tiamat.
She would do it. She just wouldn't like it. I'll do it. I'm just not happy about it. That'd be where you're at. Okay.
There's a little
so-
jealousy there that you have a relationship with Tiamat, and Malworth always thought you and her would be together. Just I'm joking.
I mean, harems.
I mean, dragons, yeah. Why not?
Back to Zinderhold. You guys would be returning to the Bloody Chalice. And then, do you guys want a day? Or are you just returning for the fight?
I've been there for a full week before, so.
I just returned there for the fight, but I would like to have Zephyr identify my eyeball.
Tigu, are you arriving early or are you arriving...
Would Zephyr be
Tiku would
able?
arrive early to start.
I would like to
I
have
could touch
Kane
it.
identify
I
my
think you
eyeball.
would need me.
I could touch it for like magic properties, but that's about it. But I can only tell spells. I can't
Yeah,
tell
I
rune
don't
weaving.
think
Yeah.
Yeah, but didn't he literally? Well, I guess it could be a custom spell. Does identify work on custom spells?
Yeah, it does if it's a spell, but like
I think
there-
rune weaving
there's a
in and of
weird.
itself is a different form of magic that
So
identify
that's
would
exactly
work.
how Roz is going to be like. I don't know if Zephyr or you are supposed to do this.
I actually can explain that in a second. But okay, so effectively the way we're gonna do this. So returning to Zinderhold, not necessarily all at the exact same time. Tigu would likely be a little bit earlier, like she said. Start to practice with your other kobolds leading up into the fight. Kane being a little bit earlier for investigation, but you all would be returning to Zinderhold, and where we are going to end for the session is going into the evening that would be leading into the fight. So you've been in there. Yes, the fight is in the morning, but you're like midday, so you guys still have an afternoon to do things if you want to prep for the fight.
Like I can get a gist of.
I don't even think they heard that, but that's fine because we can recap
We're
it. But yes,
in the
that
fight. We're
is
the audience, though, right?
yes. I'm just talking about where
Okay.
where we're going to be at
Logistically speaking.
I'm
time
gonna
wise.
do my little
like-
party
and I
trick,
can
turn
maybe
into
pick out,
a
like,
dragon,
how to activate,
whirling and walking
but
around
that'd
the bar.
I put him down.
As Clay now starts acting like a crazed wormling walking around the Bloody Chalice. Very much so concerning Cram. She would not be familiar with this at all. But yes, that is where we're going to end for tonight. We will pick up next week in Zinderhold, leading again into the evening, preceding Tiku's tribal fight. I like tribal fight. So, for now, we love you, Jasmine. Thank you for always hanging out. Thank you for awesome ego. I didn't actually point it out on stream. I meant to. He's
She
amazing.
saw it.
She saw it. Just in case anybody else did. It's there. All right. Happy New Year. Bye-bye.